And welcome to Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction here on the Games Tavern. We're so glad you're here. We're so excited that all of you could make it. And if you haven't given us a follow yet, please do. Check us out on YouTube when you get a chance. Let's get started with some basic announcements. And by the way, if you go ahead.
I mean, I'm on deck first.
Yeah, go for it.
Just FYI, tonight, if we pass 25 viewers, we're going to start a giveaway for a set of mystery dice from our friend at 1985 Games. Yeah, that's right. You heard it here. 25 viewers is all it takes. Get your friends, get your parents, get people here so we can start a cool giveaway. You can use !epic once the giveaway starts. Don't do it yet. Not started yet. But when it starts, !epic in chat. And you have to be a resident of US or Canada, excluding Quebec. I finally get to say they know what they did. And you must be a follower to enter. We will continue to take entries until the end of the stream. So be sure to be here when we decide when we draw the winner. You need to be here so that a staff member can get in contact with how to get those to you. Thank you so much.
Oh, guys, you see that? What the heck? Oh my goodness. It's right here in front of us. The road to GaryCon is here. It starts today. Reserve your spot at GaryCon. You can find it. It is going on today, the 23rd through the 26th. It is at the Grand Geneva Resort in Geneva, Wisconsin. You can follow our link in chat, and you have to sign up for a virtual game. You have to get a badge so you can play in a virtual game. But if you do, then you can also get some virtual swag. This amazing cast will be streaming a special one-shot, Death in Freeport, sponsored by Green Ronin Press, live at the GaryCon channel on Sunday, the 26th. And that's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Keep watching the Games Tavern for more announcements and cool stuff. It is going to be very exciting, y'all.
All right, outstanding. Did we get a shout out to Green Ronin? Hit exclamation Green Ronin in there for me real quick, Tech Goblin, and I'm sure it'll pop up for us real quick. Let's make sure that Green Ronin gets the shout out that they deserve too for sponsoring our piece of this and getting us the great publication to actually run. So yay. All right, so kicking back to what we remember where we last left off, the party had they had quite the time last night. It got steamy, it got dreamy, and then there was combat, and then it got steamy and dreamy again. And the party made their way home, except for Garlo, who made his way with Emily, one of the masked ladies who was apparently just enthralled with him, and it didn't look like he even had to pay her for it. It was great. And so we arrive with the show, with the party the very next morning. Hungover, if they drank heavily. Happy, if they did something else happily. Unhappy, if they did something unhappily. And more importantly, with high-risk exchange waiting in the wings. So we start with Garlo waking up at the Moonstone Mask in one of the rooms with Emily.
That was a lot of fun. That was great.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, good. That was a nice night. It's been a long time since I've stayed in such a plush room, but no, that was yeah. Can we order breakfast, or is that something we can have brought up to the room, or what?
We absolutely can. I'm not used to people sticking around long enough for breakfast.
Let's get some, shall we? And I'll just go to the door.
There's a little pull rope right by the door that you can pull. You hear a small ding, 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 ding somewhere else. A few moments later, there's a light tapping at the door. Service?
Yeah, we're hoping to get some breakfast.
Yell this through the door?
Yeah, I just open up. Yeah, some breakfast would be great, sir.
Yes, any particular requests, sir?
Ham and potatoes for me. Anything you'd like in particular, Emily?
Just give me the Continental.
What you said?
As you wish, sir. And to drink? We have juices, wines, champagnes.
Just some ale for me, please. Emily,
I'll have mimosas.
perfect.
As you wish, sir. And he steps away. You close the door. You turn back around.
This is really nice. How much does a room like this cost?
Normally it's rented by the hour, but you got it for the night. That would normally be about 200 gold, 250 gold, depending on the room.
Wait, gods above. That's a lot of money. That's I never used to have that kind of money, actually.
But you're here and you're gambling like crazy. I mean, you must obviously be a person of means.
I guess I am now. I was holy shit! I won and lost 400 gold in like an hour. Holy shit!
You were a man of action last night, and then you were
Yeah.
a man of action last night.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just like to run away from all of this?
I guess I've never given it any thought. I've just started traveling with these folks. It's been a couple weeks, but I don't normally do. I'm not this wealthy. I'm not a wealthy sort of man. I wasn't. I guess I am now. That's hard to kind of think about, I guess.
Well, how much gold do you have normally? Now.
I couldn't. Honestly, I don't know if I could count it.
Then you could do what you want. So what do you want to do?
I've never really given it any thought. I always assumed that I would work in my father's shop, being a carpenter like he was, but that shop's not around anymore, and I kind of just got swept up in the flow, just never made it, and now
Are you a carpenter now?
I'm not, I guess. Well, I can, and I pull out my lighter, and like I do some tinkering, but I don't get to. I guess I don't practice as much as I wanted to.
Well, the need for carpenters has never been greater, and they fetch a fair price here, with all the rebuilding in the city.
Huh.
You could be a carpenter if you wanted to be.
I guess I could.
Sir? Room service?
Yeah, thanks. Just put it here.
Yes, sir. And you see he looks away from the bed. Truly a professional who's done this a million times. Puts the breakfast down. Holds out his hand.
I give him 5. No. Carlo gives him a sure. I give him a gold piece, I guess.
Thank you, sir. And he steps out the door. You close it behind him.
See, I don't even know if that was a lot of money. I mean, I know that's a lot of money, but I don't know if that's how you normally tip. Is that a good tip?
It was a very good tip.
I think I need to go think about this, but if I could I call on you later?
I want to see you again. I'd maybe not here.
That'd be great. Yeah. I am staying at a house on the riverside, but I'll send
place?
a message. It's the West Mercantile Development. It's
The West Mercantile
house.
Diversified?
Well, yeah, that one. Sorry,
Oh.
words are tricky.
Ooh, especially after last night.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, let's eat breakfast first.
Sure.
And with that-
Garla.
We shift over to Rafe.
I have been
You-
up for several hours at this point. I have already gone and done my morning ablutions and morning prayers, and I am seated in the lounge room, probably chewing over the last of a bowl of cooked cereal.
When we shift over to give me some hijinks music real quick. So you're having a cold bowl of what?
Some kind of cereal.
Cereal? Okay. Yeah, the wheats with sugar sprinkled on and some milk with oats and other crispy grains. And you made it yourself because obviously Gherkin, the manservant, is not up.
Let me be clear here. Rafe is very used to being the only person awake in the mornings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
So
this is
you're
not unusual
watching
for
the
him.
sun come up.
Mhm.
A few moments later, Turja wakes up.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
You're fully
You-
clothed, laying on top of your bed, where you were dropped the night before, relatively gently.
Do I remember everything that happened up to dropping unconscious the night before?
Not exactly. You remember you were in the room and you'd met somebody and you were talking and he gave you the book and where's the book?
I bang out of the room and I run downstairs. I'm looking just for
Vale
anyone
is on the
for me.
couch in the living room before you get to the kitchen. Asleep-ish. Probably
And
not so
I am-
much since you thundered down the stairs.
I am sitting there watching you stumble down the stairs in a panic, very confused.
Vale on the couch.
I just kind of open one eye, and I've got the book in one arm and my sword pommel in the other hand.
I see one eye open. That's enough. I run over and I grab the book out of his hands and I shake him on the shoulder. And I say, "What happened?"
You are surprisingly light to have to carry over one shoulder. I just want to say that first.
What? When did you carry? What? Tell me what happened now.
Do you remember a smoke device? Something you touched it, you got knocked out.
You remember touching a bottle after it was dropped, white smoke, stop,
Some-
everything
Vaguely?
going white, fading out.
Something tried to take the book, and it was protected, as were you. But kudos to your friends; they did rally to your aid as well.
I sort of go limp with relief. Are there any like convenient chairs to fall into, or just sort
Oh
of,
yeah,
like,
there's
sit
a
on the floor?
chase. There's like two big chairs. Rafe's in one of them eating cereal, and the other one is empty right by the fireplace, and the couch is facing the fireplace. So the other two are facing kind of sideways toward the couch, but also towards the fireplace a bit. The fireplace to the right or the left, depending on which chair. You fall into the chair that's opposite Rafe,
Good morning,
and
Terja.
facing the couch.
Not really.
Oh, I suppose you might feel that way. Are you feeling any better than you were last night?
I feel normal, more or less. It's a little vague.
It's a little vague, as in you don't remember what happened last night, or you don't know how you feel.
Both. I don't like not remembering things.
Well, I didn't catch all of it, but I will say that you didn't actually get to do much last night. You were asleep and over Vale's shoulder fairly early.
Too much. What? Too much of what?
Fought a... And he looks over, and I'm looking over at Vale. A demon? Did you say that was a demon?
I think I said elvish monstrosity. It didn't die right, if that makes any sense.
Right. Yes. No.
No.
Turned into dust. Not dead, but off the plane.
Turned into dust. It wanted the book.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
It followed you, I point at Val accusingly. For that matter, how did you find me in the first place? We never went over that last night.
I was told when and where you would be, and I just needed to wait for the two to coincide.
Someone knew when and where I would be in the future when I didn't know myself?
There was a divination support spell used to tell him when and where.
I assume magic. That's usually the cause. But hey, it worked, right? I mean, I did get the book to you. And whether it was me or the book that was followed, I pretty much assumed that it was going to happen. But it needed to get to you one way or the other. So
I don't like any of this, but can't find any reasonable objections, so I just sit there and start flipping through the book.
Okay. As you begin flipping through the book, Garlo, it's a few hours after Garlo's scene here. Garlo comes stumbling in.
It's a face of they're like a pleasant smile, but a kind of a furrowed brow. I just kind of come in and say, "Oh, good morning, all you smiling people. How's everyone doing this morning?"
Luciano, what are you doing? You're muted.
Luciano wakes up very confused, but happy to just kind of like have a moment to himself after the day and night he had.
There's a badger on your leg.
Yeah. But he kind of rolls out of bed. I imagine he's gonna get cleaned up. He's gonna get kind of like rinsed and just like go downstairs, very, very tired. Try to get some breakfast. Try to get something.
What are you
to drink.
wearing?
I am definitely just wearing whatever I can. I don't assume I have a robe, but just anything I can cover up with until I can figure out what I'm wearing for the day. I'm still very much in morning mode.
Are you Winnie the Poohing right now? Like
Yeah.
Just a shirt?
Just a shirt, yeah. A bare minimum, just so I could like get my day started, and then I'll come back and do clothes.
Okay.
Is,
A long enough tunic that we won't
Yeah.
have to get descriptive.
Exactly.
Does
Okay.
Lucy
a
look
robe.
hungover at all?
Lucy wasn't he was drinking pretty heavily, but he also
He was drinking
drinks pretty heavily.
Lucy was drinking extremely heavily.
Yeah. But he's not a stranger to a hangover. So that's why he's still he hasn't gotten dressed yet. He just got cleaned up. He's going down. He's gonna, get something in his system, try to wake him up and get him functioning again.
Garlo sees Lucy's struggle walk, and he's seen it a couple times before, and so he's gonna run up and just be like, "Good morning, Lucy!" And just like clap him on the shoulder.
And Lucy is, while very happy, is just like, "Hi, what?" I will turn to Garlo and be like, "Garlo, I could be wrong. Did you change yet?"
but maybe. I go upstairs real quick. I go to change.
So you basically duck down and say, I got things to do. And you go upstairs to your room.
Did he just, I assume Rafe is down there?
Rafe you're right in the living room with everybody at the bottom of the stairs. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, hey, Turja, Vale, Rafe, good morning. Yeah, Vale? Who? Okay. He is still here. We know this guy?
As far as I know, he's been on the couch all night.
Okay.
Quite
Killed
comfortable,
anyone
thank you.
yet, so I suppose that's
Good enough for
here.
me. I was gonna say, yeah. All I need to. I was safe. All right. Well, good to see you, Vale. Anybody make bean juice? No. Oh, fuck.
No one has made Mestique and bean juice this morning.
Oh, I don't
At
even know
this
how.
point-
I'm gonna like go in and just like try to struggle my way through.
At this point, the rest of you are waking up, and some of you are going to notice that Rafe's hair is braided with daisy chains.
I
In
don't know
places.
that Luciano
Not all of
is,
it.
Like,
Not all of
Not
it,
all of
but
it.
some of it.
I think when Luciano passes by, he might remember. He might notice. But I think at this moment he was too weird, like confused by Garlo.
Everybody had
and
a strange
he's-
morning.
Yeah, he's too hungover. So I'm gonna stumble into the kitchen and try my best to figure out how to make bean juice.
As you stumble into the kitchen door, you start looking through, and then on the other side, the other door stumbles into Gherkin, fully dressed.
Gherkin!
Uh,
Oh, thank God. Bean juice? Did you make any?
I just no.
You're fully dressed. I don't know. I
I
assume maybe you've
just
been
got
up.
in.
I don't know how you sleep, Gherkin. I don't know.
I couldn't sleep. I went for a walk. Sorry. Mestique and bean juice. The French press is, or no, excuse me, we don't know what French is. That's a wizardly thing. The Mestique and bean juice press is third cabinet on the left. The beans should be on the bottom shelf. The press should be adjacent to it. And then if you take a look, we have water and just.
At this point, I walk into the kitchen to return my bowl. Oh, good morning, Gherkin.
Good morning. Good morning.
Did you, are you trying to get Luciano to make something?
I'm like stumbling. Like I'm kind of just like
asked me
messing with the press. Like
about
coffee.
Mestique and bean juice. I assume he knows how to make it.
I'm fairly sure that Luciano could blow an egg up in a skillet. So,
Fine.
I think I got it, guys. I think I got it. And
Gather
I'm just
up.
like dumping beans. At this point, just
No, stop. And just step out of the way. Look, here's how you do it. You see the grinder? Forgot to mention the grinder. Sorry. It's a tough morning for all of us. All right.
he's
so-
definitely talking, and I'm just like, wah, wah. Like I'm like, oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah.
Round beans. All right.
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
What you do is you put the beans that are ground in this press here. You pour in
Rafe,
steaming
what is
hot
going on
water.
with you? And I'm just completely disregarding Gherkin now. I'm like,
I'm adding.
Hey. Hold on. He says, hold on a minute, folks. And he reaches up to Luciano and hey,
oh,
hey,
yeah.
hey, eyes here. I'm
Mhm.
the Mestique and bean juice maker now. You're going to pay attention because I'm not doing this for you every morning.
You're not? And I'm like
Not
very
every
concerned.
Morning, no. It's time,
But like, how much if you would?
mate. Look, you only just made a little bit of coin. There's not a reason to go blowing it over Mestique and bean juice. now.
Okay, you
It's
grind.
simple taskings. Look, have you never learned how to make anything in your life?
I've never had a reason to. People just tend to make it for me. I never.
All right. So grab that kettle. Actually, say the magic. Press that rune over there to make it hot. And the kettle starts steaming. Right. Now, pick up the kettle, pour it into here.
And I'm like very amazed at this point that there's runes that just like make things hot. I'm like, wait, what? Like I know how I know how it works, but I'm like, wait a minute, that easy?
A heating stone. You know, you've seen these before.
Somebody
Let me
wasn't
guess. You
burn
never
out?
actually used a heating stone before. Right. Anyway, so that's a magic thing. It makes things get hot.
Mhm.
There's
No,
different ways to use it.
Concept. I just
All
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Now, you just pour the hot water in. All right, good. Stir it.
Okay.
You take that rod, you stir. You know what stirring is?
This is a lot for bean water.
I have cleaned out the bowl that I used, and I am now standing there about 3 feet away, sipping tea out of a mug, watching Luciano be forced to learn how to make bean juice, enjoying myself.
Oh no.
Now,
Okay. I
right,
stir.
Now, what I want you to do is just let it sit. Let it simmer.
I need it now.
No. This isn't Roslyn Gold Capital where it's, I need my platinum and I need it now. This isn't how that works, all right? This is Maztecan bean juice, and it's an art form to make.
Okay.
Now, you're going to learn the art form today, and hopefully you're better at this than the music you've been playing on that wooden kazoo of yours. Because as of right now, you're making the bean juice for everyone here.
I hear this and I immediately pick it up and down the bean juice and walk out. How dare you?
I need you to make a constitution check.
Constitution saving or just check?
Saving throw.
Oof, 12.
Because you didn't apply the filter. You drank it grounds and all.
Cowboy coffee.
I'm a very proud tiefling, and I'm gonna do my best to choke it down.
Oh, you choked it down. You choked it down.
Delicious. Didn't even have to wait.
Go ahead and have that conversation you were going to have now. All right.
Babe,
well,
do you have any
no
more
accounting
tea?
for taste. He's just already failed the first art class. Turgie, would you like me to make some more for you?
Yes,
What?
please.
All right. Now, watch how I do this.
How do you do
okay?
this?
Yeah. He gets the grounds. He grinds them with a grinder, hand grinder. You know, pours them in. Pours in the hot water. Now you stir it. Now, here's the step that your fine candidate here did not pay attention to. You got to take this thing and put it in the top. Press down, and it presses all the grounds down. It also helps kind of press it a little bit.
I
Get
think
more
mine tasted
flavor
good
in it.
anyway.
And so, the flavor comes out, right? And then you pour it like a pitcher, not a flipping cup in your mouth, into a saucer and cup here. There you go. There's a nice steamy cup for you. Mr. What was your name one more time? I didn't quite catch that. That's you.
Vale?
Would you like a steaming cup of Maztecan bean juice, sir?
Luciano is steaming at this point. Everybody else gets one.
Yeah, and Luciano, you now have an uncontrollable urge to poop. That's right. You failed your constitution test.
Do it right here.
You're going to go right there? You're going to lose it right there?
No. Luciano has too much dignity for that.
Okay.
Or self-imposed. He thinks highly of himself. I'm like gonna like start to tell him off. Gherkin, you son of a. And I'm just gonna like run out of the room.
Yeah, he'll be off the privy in about an hour. So anyway, some for you, Vale. Pours in the cup.
Yes, please, just a little. And I'll
Please. Yeah.
take the cup with two hands and just enjoy the aroma and the scent.
Where's your esteemed colleagues Rafe and Simmery? I mean, Garlo and Simmery.
Garlo, I think, is headed up to his room, and Cimarine is, well, fairly certain she's still asleep.
Ah, okay.
Doesn't she
fair
only
enough.
sleep 4 hours a night? How can she still be asleep?
She only has to sleep 4 hours a night.
Here's a cup for you, Rafe. Enjoy. I love what
Oh,
you've done with your
thank you,
hair.
Gherkin. Yes, well, I'm trying something new.
Writing's new for you. Well, it looks good. Well,
Thank
I don't suppose I put two and two together with Cimmerine's odd conversation last night and Rafe's hair.
Nope.
Aww.
Actually, you can make an investigation check at disadvantage because you haven't had your mestique and bean juice yet.
Hmm.
2 nat 20s. 2 nat 20s.
And
No.
2
Nope.
sixes though. Still a
No.
400.
no, not quite jamming for you. Well, and he pours a final cup. Well, I'm gonna go get ready for the day. I'll catch up with you all later. If your guide shows up, just go do whatever. You need anything else from me?
No, Gherkin, enjoy your morning.
By all means. Gherkin goes upstairs. Luciano, you hear a knock at the privy door. Try not to drop it all at once there.
You son of a... Oh, God.
It wasn't my fault you decided to gargle, poop juice. Have a good day.
Breakfast preferences, anyone? Or are you all going back to sleep after this?
We need to... What do we need to do again? We need to do something. That was important.
Garlo comes down. He's got just a quill. He's kind of jotting something down on a paper. But all right. So what are we trying to do today? We're going to the Fat Man, yeah?
Sausage, Garlo? Sausage and eggs? What do you want?
Oh, sorry. I already ate actually.
Okay. Vale?
Do you have any
Persia?
porridge? Extra gloopy?
Well, I can definitely make you some sort of cereal. That's not a problem.
Just have whatever you're having then.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's fine for me too. Thank you.
All right. Very boring breakfast for everyone. Surprising.
All of you, like we have meat in the fridge, or in the cold box. Like you can have ham. I don't understand why you're willing to have porridge.
You
While
got a
Garlo
routine,
is
you know?
berating them, Rafe is
Yes.
making porridge.
Okay, so you start making porridge. I need everyone to make a perception check except for Luciano.
That's a 12 for Garlo.
So everybody but Rafe hears Luciano. Oh, so much. What is it you say up there?
Oh, nothing. I'm like definitely coherent. Like, I'll never fucking make bean juice again. This is why pretty people don't cook. Ah.
I'm gonna clang around with my armor a little bit and start gearing up to kind of block that out from the background.
Actually, I'm gonna ask. So Vale, saw you had some impressive moves last night. Any chance you want to do some early morning sparring?
I would love to. I normally have somebody to practice with, but this last week it's just been me solo on the road.
no. There's something we have to do. We have to the loot. We have to bring the loot back.
Yeah, obviously, but like, I mean, you're waiting for breakfast, and I honestly, it sounds like Lucy's gonna be a bit. So there's nothing wrong with us just getting a quick few rounds in. Just limber up for the
It's
day.
also like 7 a.m, so the crime bosses aren't known for being like early risers unless they're hiding a body. So
Tell you what, we can practice out in the front and the foreyard, and then when Raken shows up, we'll be the first to know.
Sure. Let me just grab my kit and let's get to it.
Perfect. So
And I gather up an armful of armor and follow you.
yeah, and as we're walking towards the door, I'm going to say, in all honesty, excited to spar with you. I just would love to be out of earshot of whatever's going on with Lucy. So just gonna go be outside.
Some things
Alright.
can't be unheard.
So Turja and Rafe are left in the kitchen eating porridge, and Vale and Garlo step out front. Okay. Can I switch music to just City Day? As you guys are stepping out, you can hear the sounds of the city of Neverwinter coming back to life. You know, birds are chirping here and there, a little low wind, because you're in the front veranda, not the back. Instead of the beautiful vista of the river coming up, and the sun to the one side to the other, you instead step outside. The sun has not quite risen high enough to come over the shade of the front of the house, but there's still plenty of light to see. As you begin to get ready, how are you guys preparing to get into position to test each other's mettle here?
I think Garlo's just gonna say, what's your weapon of choice?
Do you want to just grapple? No blades, just practice pinning and stuff.
Oh, sure. Do a bit of an unarmed, just regular old books. Sure, that'd be fine. I wasn't gonna suggest actual weapons. I was just gonna say I broke a broomstick yesterday, so if we want to practice with sticks, but yeah, I'm happy to go barehanded.
Okay. Just one moment. I need to finish getting my armor on here, and I get out a larger piece of paper and kind of fold it into a roughly simian kind of baboon shape, and channel some magic into it. And this little small-sized baboon starts handing me pieces of my armor to help me gear up. And I finish strapping it down. And
so about 5-6 minutes later, everything's strapped into place. You check it.
Good to go.
It's like a montage.
Garlo's been stretching, and then it's just like it's a bit encumbering, isn't it? All that armor.
No, this stuff is like second skin quality.
Interesting. All right, then. So, I have questions for you. You're carrying my friend, but it seems like you didn't have any hostile intent, as everyone here's still breathing. But I got a feeling I'm gonna get a better gauge on you by seeing how you handle yourself against a better opponent, let's say. Whenever you're ready. Garlo's just gonna...
Oh, and he cracks the neck just as he does it, too.
Garlo does the Henry Cavill hand cocking to...
And in response to your better opponent, I guess we'll just have to work with what we have here, then. All right.
Okay. So, I need you both to roll initiative.
15.
Okay, and what do we get for Vale?
I am waiting for the dice. Ooh. 10.
Garlo's lighter frame with less armor does give him a slight advantage.
True.
Garlo, you guys begin circling. Hands poised, ready to take action. Fists up. What is your first move?
So Garlo, because how tall is Vale?
He is 6 foot. Even.
6 foot. All right, perfect. So he's a nice, tall boy. But Garlo's stout, so he is going to, I guess we should probably have said, just say when we want to, say when.
Tap out.
Tap out.
Okay.
So then, get the nod, and then Garlo is going to, go up, like he's going to go for the punch, but then, dips down into a tumble, go for between the legs, and then go for the kidney shot. With the 2 hits.
Okay, because you have 2 attacks.
I do have 2 attacks.
Now you do, plus bonus attack if you had an alternate hand weapon. Here we go, take your shots.
Alright, so first one is going to be 22.
Does a 22 hit?
It does.
Does. You connect firmly right in that crotch.
I'm going for, because I saw him spend all that time putting it on, so I know where it's hinged and everything. So I'm going for in between, the plates.
Okay.
So that's 5 damage. I don't roll anything for the damage. And then second swing is a 16.
Nope, bounces right off the old cod piece.
The kidney shot did not quite take. Ding. All right. Any movement?
Uh,
Or are you going to
just,
stay in there and keep working it?
Yeah, I'm in where I need to be.
All right. Slug for slug. Here we go. Vale, what's your return volley?
Return volley. I'm going to go in and try to grapple him and knock him to the ground. So athletics.
Okay. Athletics. Here we go.
That's a 20.
20.
And I've got a
15.
10.
Oof. So down to the ground, and then I will.
You get a second attack.
Yep. Second attack. I'm going to. I punch you, but I don't have that on here. So
Unarmed,
unarmed
would just
attack.
be at the top.
Unarmed strike. Weapons, armor, and tools. All you gotta do
Indeed.
is click the hit. The +7. Or whatever it is on your character sheet.
I will add that later.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just doing a +6 here. Oh no! Missed. Whiffed.
Okay.
Garlo, so you've got me.
He's got you grappled, so you're. What is the term for that?
So I'm
Condition?
grappled, so I think my movement speed is just 0, but it doesn't do
Yeah.
anything for attack. So like you
Yeah.
get in on the like waist grab or whatever, and Garlo's just gonna like come down on the back with both hands. Just gonna go for the break. So I'm just going down twice. That's another 22.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shield that because
Do you have your shield on you?
No, he's gonna
the
cast it.
spell
Oh, okay.
because I'm not gonna get pummeled to death by.
So quickly,
This guy.
you put your hand in what shape to create that shield?
Kind of like a C shape, and I mutter a phrase, and your hit slides right off.
A
like
invisible wall of force just suddenly boom, boom.
pops my hands off, and I like hit my knuckle on it. It's like, all right. So can I instead go to try to? Because I know you can do an athletics to try to escape the grapple, but can
Yes.
I instead try to do the grapple? So essentially, I'm going for like the suplex. Like
So you're trying to
he's got
grapple
me
him
by the-
back.
So I'm gonna grapple him back.
Okay.
So
Okay, so competing athletics checks. Here we go.
Ugh, goodness, that's another bad one. 12.
Vale fights you off with a 22.
Well done. All right. Your move?
Bold effort. Perhaps too much drink last night.
There's no such thing, Vale.
Your move, Vale.
All right. I'm gonna just move you around the field here. I'm gonna try and. So I have you grappled. I can pick you up, right? And then move.
Probably.
Athletics check to do that.
Okay.
16 versus 18.
18.
He stops you from moving him.
Ooh,
I
okay.
get even closer to the ground. I'm 3 feet tall, but I get even
It's
further
like
down.
it's like you're trying to move an immovable rock that is attached to the
Nice.
ground.
Okay. In that case, back to trying to pummel you with the other hand.
Swing. Dirty 20.
30.
That hits.
Cool. Yep. How much is that?
We doing a 1 plus strength on that?
Mm-hmm.
5 as well.
Oh, it's a 5 for 5 give and take every time there's a hit. Okay.
Yeah, Garlo does that thing like he gets the blood in his mouth. It's like, all right.
Oh, you get a little bloody lip going on there?
No, must have had something stuck in my teeth. Don't worry about it. And Garlo then is going to, he's going to go for the punch again. But this time he's going to, he actually is going to go for like the neck grab try to hold your neck, but he's gonna whisper in your ear. So what the fuck is your why are you after Turja? And then he's gonna try to like flip you over with an athletics check.
Here we go, competing athletics.
Oh, it stayed on the 20. Ugh.
Who got
60.
Vale's got a 25 to 60. You go to cinch him thinking you got him because you're lower grade, but he's like planted his legs in a way that you can't.
You whisper that in my ear, but I kind of reverse around, so I get to whisper in your ear back. It's the most beautiful spine. I ran my fingers up and down it all last night. That's why I'm here.
Garlo is going to bonus action go into a rage.
It's your move, Vale, to go ahead and pop him.
Actually, that was just my one attack. So I'll go for. So I will now go for another swing. Reckless.
Okay, with advantage.
So that's a advantage. 13 and 18 to hit.
Bounces off.
Yeah, 19 without the shield.
Gotcha.
You hammer into his chest piece, and it. I mean, he feels it, but it doesn't do anything. Vale, what's your counter move?
Are you grappled with me, Ryan? Do you have me in
Oh,
your...
yeah, you guys are...
You still got me.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case,
you, babe.
Yeah, I'm going to let go so I can move back.
Okay.
Any opportunity attack? No.
Oh yeah. I'll
Okay.
swing at you.
And, is it disadvantage or no?
No,
Yeah,
he's an
that's
advantage.
23.
Ooh, yeah,
does
that'll hit me.
connect.
Okay.
So that's 7 damage now because I'm raging.
A little friendly sparring, eh?
Till it didn't get friendly.
I'm continuing to move back to get the wall behind me, and then kind of backwards skitter up the wall.
Oh, you see him just literally walk up the wall.
So I got kind of 3 points of contact: the 2 feet in one hand.
He's Spider-Manning it.
Okay. How far up?
Just out of your immediate fist range.
So about 5 feet.
Yeah.
All right. I am a raging barbarian right now, so can I essentially run? Because now I actually have an even faster movement speed. So can I run and then try to do like the wall run a few steps to grab him?
You certainly can, and we'll catch right back up to that in just 1 second. Because what basically happens is... And then... Rafe and Turge are having a delightful top of tea in the kitchen.
No, Mustique and bean juice.
Mestique and bean juice in the kitchen. Well, Rafe's having tea.
Okay.
And as you guys are talking, and then you hear dong, and that's when the chest piece got hit, and dong, and just that's it. And what are you guys talking about?
I think that's the sound of fun.
Someone's definition of fun. What, Rafe? What happened last night? I don't remember. All I remember is going up with I think Vale. Was his name Vale?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's the only one who doesn't remember.
And then there was somebody came into the room and they dropped a bottle and I think I touched it and there's nothing after that.
Well, you touched a book and then you were passed out.
No,
Vale.
the book would not have made me pass out.
I don't think it was the book. Then the next we saw you, Vale was carrying you out of the room over his shoulder, running away from the elven monstrosity. It really did look like a demon. And then we had to fight it off. And as Vale mentioned, we didn't really kill it. We just sort of banished it, I guess.
And that's everything that happened. There was nothing else.
As
I
far as we-
look a little more panicked than even getting knocked unconscious can really account for.
As far as I can tell, that was everything. Why are you so worried, Tertia?
I don't like not being able to. I don't like being unconscious. I don't like any of this. This is. I sort of throw out my hands and I take the book and I just leave.
Okay. So you step out there, and Rafe is left eating the remainders of the porridge that he made for everyone else. And Luciano is done with his business.
Oh yeah.
Over.
Oof.
Nothing
I need you to
left
make
in
a
his colon at
constitution
all.
check to see if you suffer from 1 point of exhaustion or not.
20.
Hey,
Nope.
there he is.
No exhaustion whatsoever. You got plenty of stamina when it comes to
Like I
that
said,
stuff.
Lucy's been here before. Bleh.
You have definitely been full of shit before.
Yeah.
Okay, so
From, I was gonna
from
make
there,
my
you
way
step out?
back down,
okay.
but I was gonna stop at Sim's room since she wasn't down there earlier, and
Mhm.
just be like, "Hey, Sim, come on, we're gonna go get breakfast." I'm gonna like bang on the door,
You hear nothing.
and maybe she must have gone downstairs while I was occupied. Hope she didn't hear it. Okay, and I'm gonna continue on my way downstairs.
On your way downstairs, you see Tertia is at the foot of the stairs and is debating if she's going to go upstairs or somewhere else. With
No.
Is there a banister?
I'm going upstairs to my room.
You cross her as she's going upstairs. Do you guys
Is there a
see anything
banister on the
way?
stairs?
Oh, yeah, both sides.
I wanna very much just like slide down a banister.
All right, so
and
as
I'm
you're
like-
sliding down, you see Tertia walking up.
Oh,
You see-
hey, bye. Okay.
Okay. Tertia goes
Sim!
up to her room.
And I'm just gonna like when I get to the bottom, I'm just like I said, I'm assuming Sim is down here. So I'm like, hey, Sim Marine. Sim, Rafe, where's Sim?
I'm
Wasn't in
pretty
the room.
sure she still is not in the room.
I just banged on her door.
Oh, well, then she must still be asleep. Or maybe she's doing something, meditation.
Those are funny like that. Okay.
Okay. Tertia, where are you going with your book?
Where's
Uh,
Turkey?
Going into my room, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sort of sink down against the door and like huddle there.
So you close the door, lean against it, slide down to the floor. Book cradled in your hands, looking down at it. And from there, we switch back to our two people beating the hell out of each other. Garlo is running, and he's going up to a 3-point stance on the front of the house, Vale Silverleaf, who's looking rather comfortable doing that. Garlo, make an athletics check to see if you can reach with enough oomph to actually do something.
And I'm still
Dig deep.
racing. So that's advantage for me. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
24?
Yeah, 24. 24 gives you enough. You get the 2 steps up. Are you swinging or grappling?
Grappling.
Okay.
This is full on not crazed gnome, but it is you're a big guy, so I'm basically crawling you like a
Yeah.
mountain.
I just need competing athletics checks now to see who gets a hold of who.
Gotcha.
And whoever wins gets to determine what happens next.
I have
Ooh,
advantage
Vale with a
again.
26 versus your
on.
11.
Nope,
Oh,
with
versus
my
23, which means
23.
it's not a complete beating you're about to take. Vale, he's coming up and he's about to swing hard. What are you going to do?
I just kind of hold the arm out to swat him off, like
You like
He's
face
nothing.
planting him, or what are you
well, he's coming in to try
doing
and
here?
grapple on me, and I'm just swatting him away essentially,
Okay,
so he doesn't get the grapple on. Back to the
So you
ground.
don't get the grapple on. And you go back down to the ground. No damage. But, yeah.
Can I not make a second grab at him on my way down?
Sure.
Try to
go
grab
for it.
that hand. Try to grab that hand with another athletics.
Athletics to athletics. Here we go. Dirty 20,
20
from
or
Garlo with advantage. It's still a dirty 20. versus
I'm
16. So you managed to
I'm
get a
gonna
hold of
use
that
my,
arm as he face guards you.
Hold
Can I
on.
use my inspiration for advantage?
You can. Go ahead and use that inspiration.
Yep.
25.
Got me.
You reach, and he literally slaps your hand back with a mailed fist.
Bye-bye.
And you land. Boom, boom.
Just sit on the ground for a sec. I'm like, all right, creeping spiders, all well and good. The fuck you actually doing with Terja? Do you have anything to do with knocking her out?
Only in not stopping her from grabbing the smoking pot before she did. As soon as she grabbed it, she was out. Look, I'm here to protect the book that I delivered and to make sure she's safe.
Can I roll insight on that?
You can. And Vale, you can roll either persuasion or deception, depending on which it is.
Okay.
Does our sparring give me insight into his means? Do I have do I get like an insight, like to get like an advantage or something? Do I know if his motives are true through my fist?
I don't know that punching time has really gotten you enough yet, you know. I mean, you know sincerely he can slap the shit out of you with a mailed fist every now and again, and vice versa. He knows you can pop him good too.
Indeed.
However, Vale rolled a 3 on his, and Garlo rolled a 16 on his. So Vale, what is it he is able to discern?
When he was speaking the words, a little more emphasis was on the book than Terja. But he seemed, you know, there's sincerity in his words.
All right.
Look, and the stuff about the spine, look, I was just trying to get you riled up. You know, we were in the heat of the moment. I was talking about the book. It's delightful. You should try and hold it.
Gentlemen, how are you today? It's good to see all of you. Who's your friend on the wall?
That's Sturge's boyfriend.
You're not there, Luciano.
Lucy's on the porch.
Oh, Lucy's coming out on the porch? Okay, to
Yeah,
watch?
I asked where they were. I was like, where'd they go?
Oh. Well, that's dapper. I didn't know Turja was dating, but, you know, when did he get into town?
Just last night.
Oh.
But, I hold out a hand for a handshake.
Shake your hand. We met at the Moonstone Mask. Great place.
So I'm told. Apparently you guys had quite the activity there.
I mean, who's really to say? There's always so much going on. Such a wonderful establishment. Do you need any bean juice, Riken?
I'm actually coming out right now with a mug of mastic and bean juice for Rankin.
Well, such hospitality. How could I say no?
I turned to Rafe and I go, him?
The betrayal.
Dapper
What do you want,
indeed.
Luciano?
How could I say no to that?
It's made. You can go get yourself bean juice if you want it.
I'm gonna rush in to beat Lucy.
I see him run. No, no! And I just like start chase after him.
Okay, so you two run in.
Yeah. I've got,
All right.
not to brag anymore, but I have a 35 movement speed now. I'm not slow anymore.
Fancy
Garlo's
boy.
quick.
You
Well.
see, Rafe, you notice a little giddy up in Garlo's step. Something must have happened last night that just really got him faster.
Looks like Garlo had a good night. So, Rankin, everyone is... I'm going to say that everyone is awake. I'm not sure that everyone's ready to go.
Well, I mean, wherever you want to go. Is he, and he looks over at Vale and he looks over at you. Is he on the, up and up on the inside on this?
And I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to look over at Vale. And I'm going to look back at Rankin and said, I'm not sure that he knows what's going on precisely, but he is a man who has proven himself to have interests aligned with ours.
He's all good. You hear Garlo yell from the kitchen, holding Lucy back because he's drinking the bean juice.
Well, any person who's a friend of yours is a friend of mine, I guess. I brought some of the groceries. Gherkin tagged me to pick some things up for him.
Oh, wonderful.
He says it's on your dime, so it's not any problem for him. So, anyway, I'm bringing it in for you.
Yes, well, thank you so much. And be careful. I expect that they are wrestling over the rest of the bean juice right now.
Oh, well, you gave me my cup. What more could I ask for?
Probably nothing. Let's get that taken care of now.
All right.
Luciano, no throwing anything. We're coming in with groceries.
You
What?
guys step into the room, couple sacks in hand. Gherkin has come back down. Oh, glad. Takes the groceries off his hands. Rankin sits down in one of the comfy chairs and sips by the fireplace. And with that, I think it's a perfect time for us to take a short break. When we come back, we'll find out what the party does next, as they very likely will be heading to see the crime lord himself, the Fat Man.
And
And welcome back to Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction here on the Games Tavern. We're so excited. But hey, first, let's kick out some announcements here for the mid-shows break here. What do we got?
Remember,
Josh.
if you have Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime gaming subscription. So show your support to the show, cast, and crew, and hit that link in chat. Prime gaming subscribers get access to sub-only emotes and to a special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord.
Streamloots is live at the Games Tavern. You can follow the link in chat to get your Games Tavern packs. These cards can be utilized to help out the Game Master, and I am contractually obligated to also admit that they can be used to help out the cast. Actually, we already had somebody play some. Payron24 played a couple of inspiration cards earlier. So those will be assigned at some point.
Well, I'll take care of that right now. Hold on one second.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so hold on. I rolled the dice. Garlo gets one.
Cheers.
Rafe gets one. And Luciano gets one. I had to do the count around for the numbers. So,
Nice.
so congratulations.
I was gonna
I
say
hope
if
you
Sim
don't
gets
die.
one, I swear.
You know, it still counts. Still counts. All right. What's next there? Anna. You're muted, Anna.
We have teamed up with GaryCon this month on the road to GaryCon. It's the 23rd, so it's probably too late to reserve your spot at GaryCon, but it is the 23rd to the 26th at the Grand Geneva Resort in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, if you have a plane and can just fly there. So register now for virtual gameplay at https://play.garycon.com. Remember to register for a virtual badge to play in a virtual game. You can also win digital swag. This amazing cast will also be streaming a special one-shot Death in Freeport, sponsored by Green Ronin Press Live on the GaryCon channel, March 26th, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So remember to keep a watch for the Games Tavern for more announcements, as more cool stuff will be added all month on the March to GaryCon.
Woo! And since we're shouting out great people that we love to work with, humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. You can use the link in chat right now to go check it out for yourself. But if you haven't already heard us talk about it, let me see. Amazing features such as character builders, dice rollers, spell slots are super easy to use and interact with. You can add different characters to different games. The thing is just endless. And if you're smart and know what you're doing, like our game master and our tech goblin, then you can do whatever you want. It's amazing. If you're like me, it just makes it very, very easy to play. So either way, you're winning. You can check it out for yourself right now and use a special little code TGTShard20 for 20% off all of your subscriptions. Again, 20%. It's an amazing deal. Thank you to Shard Tabletop for continuing to support us.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. And wait, how much was that off again?
20%. 20.
Okay. All right. All righty, guys. So when we came back, you guys have finished off eating porridge, drinking mestique and bean juice, where you even see a Rankin Daltodden just kind of looking a little relaxed by the chair going, so we leaving?
Oh,
It's
I
about 10
think
in the
so.
morning now. You guys
gonna wake her
spent
up?
hours. Sure enough.
We need is Sim coming down, or should we just get her
Sim
back on our way back?
is stepping in and my head hurts. I'll be fine.
Okay. I wish there was some bean juice, but Lucy drank the last cup. I say,
Liar!
my other
Liar!
cup down. This guy always
You
drinking
did
it all.
Carlo did it. Don't listen to him. He's small but full of lies.
She stretches. Okay. Let's do our thing.
All right. Rafe, you got the bag?
I'm going to double check that I have both of the bags of holding.
You do. You didn't put one into the other one, though, did you?
No.
Very bad news if you
In
did.
fact,
Save space.
I gave the other one to Luciano but apparently I now have it. So here we
No,
are.
no.
Oh, yeah. I was just asking. So who's got the bag?
Yeah.
Luciano, you had it last night.
Yeah, I got it. I don't want it. I like it.
What's
in
in
the
your
middle,
bag?
in the
We're
middle
just
of
making
this,
sure we
I
have
come,
it. Oh, sorry.
in the middle of this, I come down waving the book, and I say, "So, are we going to drop off the loot?"
Think so?
Yep.
I
that
mean,
was the
yeah,
plan.
unless you had other plans, Vale. You taking her somewhere nice? Giving him like a very
What? No, I'm,
what?
think you have the wrong idea here. I'm going wherever the book's going.
Okay.
I look at Vel and I say, "I was actually thinking of leaving it here. This is a fairly secure base, as such things go."
You really think that's such a good idea? I mean, well, more of those elven monstrosities here swarming around?
I mean, just Gherkin.
That's why I was.
Wait, what's this about
asking you.
monstrosity of elves? Gherkin
Nothing,
looks over at
Gherkin.
You guys. No, what do you
Uh,
mean nothing?
I'm giving him just the
Nothing
nastiest
means
look.
something. He's looking at all you. What are you talking about?
I think he was trying to talk about you, Garkin, but there was some sort of something last night. Some sort of thing came after Terja. Vale took care of it pretty quickly.
Where were you last night?
Me?
Yeah, you. We were attacked and you mysteriously weren't there. What up?
Well, I was here probably, depending on what time it was. Why don't you settle yourself down just a wee bit there? I see you're wearing your brown pants. And he starts going back up the stairs. See you all later.
Quick question, Terja. Would that one be okay to put in our personal bag of holding? Then we can keep it on us and we don't have to worry about it, really? Would that be okay?
I prefer to keep it on me.
Alright. Don't think there's any shame carrying a book, but
Are there any songs in there?
No.
Cool.
So is it an
I've
art
lost
book?
all interest in the book.
Rankin Daltodden starts speaking. Is it an art book? I like art.
Also, no.
Yeah.
I tuck it into my pack and look at the others like we're done discussing this.
You brought up the book. I mean,
Well then, I guess we should be on our way.
yep.
I'm ready to go.
All right. Let's mosey on out. And as you guys head out onto the streets, the people are around, but you guys make your way quickly to what looks to be an opening in an alley. Please step into
while
the
we're-
alley. You know the drill.
While we're walking there, though, I'm gonna hang a little back with Terja towards the back of the group and just say, like, everything all right?
I'm fine. This was very... I don't think it's unreasonable to strongly dislike being knocked unconscious.
Oh, of course not. We were all just very worried about you, and I don't really know this Vale feller, but seems on the up and up, and he was keeping you pretty well safe. So
Yes.
just making sure that.
I look at Garlo and I say, I can't help but think. Getting a chance to play the hero, what a convenient way to win everyone's trust.
Possibly, but if I'm being honest, I don't exactly know what he would be willing to trust with us, because as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't exactly have any benefit to being with us. It's not as though we actually have anything, but he is very particular about that book.
Yes,
So-
and he thinks I'm the only person who can figure out how to read it.
Virgia, you do know about the Knights of Candlekeep, or the Knights of Ogmar, and their unique situation to protect, transport, and often retrieve books from people who are a little overdue on their library fees, if you know what I mean. It's different from you. You are the person they send in quietly in the night. He is the hammer they send in to break down the door.
I shake my head and say, "Look, don't listen to me. After what happened last night, I'm probably just suspicious of everyone. Chances are he is who he says he is, and he wants what he says he wants. It's just unpleasant memories."
Gosh. No, we're just glad you're up and about. But, yeah, I just guess we'll keep walking.
And this is the alleyway. You know the drill. Please stand in the line. Let me put on the blindfolds. You know how this goes.
Yep, Rafe, you know how this goes, and Rafe tries to crawl up, Garlo tries to crawl up Rafe's back again for another piggyback ride.
No, Garlo, this time I think you can walk.
Damn it, fine.
Yeah, it's my turn,
35
Garlo.
You even got an up to your movement speed, Garlo.
I mean, yeah. Lucy, I'll give you one. Sure, what the hell? That'd be funny.
Yeah.
All right. So Luciano crawls onto the back of a 4-foot-tall gnome.
Somehow I
Like-
don't feel any taller.
Yeah, ass barely off the ground.
If anything, you're actually probably shorter.
Oh.
Just stay put there, and he wraps the blindfold around you, Luciano. He's already got Garlo. He's like, "You sure you want to do that blindfolded?"
Well, marvelous so, because then if I bump into anything, it's going to be his legs or his face.
Wait,
Touche,
hold on.
touche.
I didn't
Very
think about
good.
this.
Wait, I got you. Just blocking.
Sir, and he stands in front of you. We're not going to have any trouble putting this on, are we?
No.
All right. He wraps the blindfold around you. Ladies, he hands ladies blindfolds. Time yourselves, but I will check them. And you both do. All right. Same rule as before. One hand in front of the person and behind you, and just walk with me, and off we go. And a long, familiar trip seems to be happening. And then you get to that place where it seems to be like time and space bends a little bit. And then boop, you're back in reality for the most part. And you are now walking up to a small nondescript door. You hear a knock. You hear the slide. Who is it? It's me, Rankin, and the crew for the Fat Man. We have an invitation. You hear a series of locks. I don't know what that last part was, but it made sense at the time. And the door slides open. You guys are led inside. You hear I don't know why I did it a second time. I just did. The door is locked again. Okay, take off your blindfolds. And again, you are in a tiny pocket bar. It's narrow, gallied, and there are some drunks who are literally face down on the bar and a couple old ones that look like they've been fried. Pay no attention to them, please. Keep going. And he walks you all the way past some curtains, past the curtains, and into the secret entrance it goes. The walls open up. You go through the door. Down the stairs into an expansive room that you see is 2 stories tall with a row of balcony seats and walkways up one stairway to the left and another set of balconies, another set of stairs that go down almost straight ahead where it would run right up to the bar, and then the room expands further out. Tables galore, a small stage all the way at the back, And, of course, a series of booths that run along the wall behind and below the different balconies, minus the bar on the right. Music is playing. It is still lively. Not quite as full as it was the other day, and there are apparently two guys beating the daylights out of each other on stage. Cheers and jeers as different groups are talking to each other. Oh yeah, it's bloody. It's bloody. And then finally, one more strike and the other guy goes down like a sack of potatoes. The crowds cheer and a few boo as whoever it is, the gusky dwarven fighter, raises his arms. Someone brings him an ale, he drinks it, spits it on the guy on the ground. That's mine. Oh, and cheers as he walks down off the stage, and people are patting him on the back. Well, that was interesting. I believe our patron is anxious to hear about your success, failure, or otherwise.
Rankin, you give us so little faith. Of course it's a success.
Well, I wasn't there, so it's one of the few times our eyes weren't on you completely. But you didn't shy away from coming, so you must have gotten it done, I'm assuming.
Of course.
Don't worry, Rankin. Sometimes I feel like I wasn't there either.
All right, well, you know where to go up to the booth. He's got the booth right by the stage, of course, as usual. Just tap, and if the curtains are closed, they'll open up. And if he wants to see you, then great. And if not, well, just wait till he's done with whatever he's doing in there, and then he'll open the curtains. But don't leave, whatever you do. All right, I'm going to go get a drink. Best of luck.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Rankin.
Mm-hmm. And he steps away to the bar. Bartender! Give me some ale. Drop some coins on the table.
It's rather uppity for a supposed beggar.
Get some. Oh, it's just some coppers. It ain't exactly big money.
Rafe paid
He
him
turns
pretty
around.
well.
I'm not
Has a
referring to the coin, I'm referring to the way he gave us our instructions.
Oh, I think he is a supposed beggar. I think that's
Oh.
kind of the point, is that he's
No,
not
he
really.
is a beggar, but he knows his place, and he's not going to go up to the fat man unless he has to. Not for this. This is you guys. So
Yes.
he is excusing himself.
There's
in
an
case
empty
there's any
stage
ire.
at the moment.
Yeah. So with that, you guys make your way over. The curtains are drawn. You don't hear anything. You give a quick knock.
I knock on the curtain. How do you?
Nothing happens when you tap the curtain.
I bang on the table, do 3 quick raps.
You see 2 curtains slide open.
I did that.
Well, well, look who made it. You all... Did you bring an extra?
No,
Something
Well,
we
that was-
picked up along the way.
I guess we did.
It was on
I
sale.
forgot Dale was there.
Oh, he's just another member of your party I haven't met yet.
Oh,
Well,
Turge's
it's-
boyfriend. Yeah, have you not met Turge's boyfriend?
Oh,
What?
really?
My what?
Congratulations. I did not realize. Well, I'm glad to see that you have romantic interests. I might leverage that later. So, anyway, what's the news?
Give the man his
Were
back.
you
Luciano.
able to,
Oh, I thought that was news. Yeah, I guess we also got this stuff. Is this what you were looking for?
and what do you do?
I dropped the bag of holding in front of him. I don't want
You
to
see
dump it everywhere.
Hold on. And he stands up with all 8 feet of his height and slides his way out. And the three ladies in there with him kind of giggle. And he gets up and comes out. Everything stops. Clear the floor. Please, show us what you have found for us.
Yep.
Pour it out where we can all see, but gentle so as not to break some of the, goods for exchange today.
I just kind of like shuffle the bag, just kind of try to get some of the stuff to slide out.
It doesn't work that way.
Come on, come on. Oh, Rafe.
Does someone want to help him understand how to work whatever's in there? I hope that is a magic bag. It's
Like, I'm just-
bountiful.
Rafe.
Yes. Yeah, I've got it. Lucy, you've got to, do you mind? And Garlo takes it so the lip is on towards the ground, and then flips it inside out, like with its mouth to the ground, and then lifts up, so everything kind of.
Oh! Bags of, giant amounts of cloth come out from the what was it we called it? Not neckerchiefs.
No, they were handkerchiefs, weren't they?
Handkerchiefs,
Embroidered
yeah. The handkerchiefs pour out in the large piles. Then come the crates of booze that you found. Then come the crates of other goods, silverware, fine silverware, not so fine silverware, but made of silver nonetheless. Plenty of gold items as well, and other goods. Well. It looks like you did find the cache of goods. They recently picked up stuff from 2 caravans that had just come off the roads and in my own territory. Now, the glorious part about this is they'll get the blame for it, but I'll reap the rewards. Great work indeed. Don't suppose you'd be interested in some more work in town, would you?
Is he gonna be fighting rat folk again? Because that was kind of, I didn't understand that they were actual rat people, and I don't really want to do it again.
We're just interested in the other half of the bargain. You give us the information we need that you promised.
Very well, very well. Hey, gather this stuff up and let's get it ready to be put out onto the market, if you know what I mean. Ha 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 ha. Please, come have a seat at the table. Girls, beat it. The girls get up and they go sit somewhere else, further down the line. Please, sit around the table.
I scoot in. I'm a little guy.
You guys all sit around the table?
Yep.
As you guys
What?
sit down.
I'm gonna take a seat that allows me to stretch out my legs without hitting his legs.
Oh,
I'm
you're
going to
you're
take
one
a
of the
seat
outside
that allows me to
seats.
not be next to the fat man.
Oh, Turja, I think you can sit right here by Vale. Vale?
Perfect seats.
I
You're
glare
squeezed in
daggers at
between Vale and
Luciano,
Rafe.
but take
Yep.
the seat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, Vale. I kind of wink at Vale. I'm like, okay.
So, let's get down to business. So, I do have information. There are 3 shields that bear the Waterclock Guild symbol on it. One is not far from the entrance. Another is by the Crypt Keeper's, not Crypt Keeper, but what do you call it? Keeper of the Crypts. Not the Waterclock Guild Crypts, but all the Crypts. One of their, what would you call it? A warehouse? Not a warehouse.
A shed?
Not an outhouse either. A shed. Forgive me, my common is not my first language. So a shed, one of their work sheds. It's right on the shed itself, built by the Waterclock Guild. It's part of their benefits. And then there's one right by the main door itself. Now, here's the catch. That's half of the way to get in to the Waterclock Guild. The other half we don't know yet, but I gave you all I do know. Whatever those 3 do, when we watched them do it, it unlocks a portal over by the shed. You gotta go through that, do some more stuff, and then come back out. Wherever that goes, then it opens up the Waterclock Guild. Now, if you want to know what's on the other side of that portal, you can either go in and wing it, or if you were probably smarter and wiser, you might consider taking a poke around the Waterclock Guild Crypt Guildmasters. Now, I just so happen to know who that is. and that is Del Gladio. He is someone who definitely knows what's on the other side of that. Only Waterclock Guild Masters and 2 of his honored attendants could possibly know what's on the other side. Now, I do not know who the honored attendants are, as they are masked. The only reason we know the Waterclock Guildmaster, because it's very much a secret which one of them is the Guildmaster, is, well, we broke into his house, not realizing who he was one day, and then we left because we didn't want to get the ire of the Waterclock Guild. Now, you can get the ire of the Waterclock Guild all you wish.
Just tell me,
However-
right?
Say again?
What?
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. No, keep going. Keep going.
All right.
Please forgive him. He's had a lot of bean juice this morning.
He looks you up and down. Are you trying to hide it or not?
Oh, I'm hiding. I'm very.
Make a deception check.
Easy.
Easy, he says. You got
Plus
that
10?
D4 if you need it.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'll pop that
you
D4
look
on that.
kind
bad
of
boy.
worn out, son.
I'm burning
Perhaps you could use some water.
that. 60. Or yeah, 60.
Yeah, you need water. Hey, can I get a pitcher of ice water for this gentleman?
And
Only
make sure
that,
there's something
since
good
you
in there,
delivered
though.
so well. And ales for the rest of them. So
It's just not my day.
I've given you not only the first half, but also the location of the person who can give you the second half. It's not going to be easy. You're either going to have to find the information in his place, or you're going to have to get him to tell you what it is.
I say, and what about the other group that was after this information? Did you not mention there was someone else?
They were after the information, but they couldn't deliver the goods.
Do you know anything
I know
about
they went
them?
down there, but they didn't bother. They said they'd find another way.
I turned to Rafe and I'm saying, maybe that other crew that was digging around, maybe we could do with a look around the graveyard again.
Sure. Can't hurt, especially now in the daytime. We can walk around a little bit.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. You sure I can't interest you in another job?
Perhaps after we finish up our current employment, we might be
Actually-
open to another contract.
Absolutely. And I will tell you that because of this job you did, you will always have a place with the fat man at your back. Until you prove that you're not worthy of such a. Now, can I count on you for your discretion?
About what specifically?
On your way out, if you can keep your discretion, you can find your own way out.
Oh yeah, because and I turned to Sam. I'm like, yeah, we definitely don't know how to get back.
I think we can-
don't.
I think you can count on that.
Very well. Well then, what should I call your group?
Sewer slugs.
Sewer Slug sounds
More of a squad, really.
Squad.
But,
Sewer Squad, huh?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad? That's
We've been workshopping names for a month now. Nothing has
Darlo
worked
is
well
on the
yet.
ground laughing. That was fucking hilarious.
Suicide Squad. Yeah. Well, when you come up with a good name, you let me know. I wouldn't walk around with that name if I were you.
You can contact us through Rankin in the meantime.
Oh, well, absolutely. And Rankin will make sure he's at your beck and call and around all the time should you need him.
Thank you very much, sir. The pleasure.
Pleasure was all mine. Now, skedaddle. Get yourself a drink on the way out on me. Hey, one drink for all of them for free on me. And I wish you safe travels. You all step up. And he plants a hand on your shoulder, Garlo. You keep an eye on him now. I heard what you did at the casino. Moonstone Mask. You are a man of action indeed.
I put a hand on his hand. Say, I keep two on him at all times.
Waves you off. Ladies, come on back down. Plenty of room at the table now. And you see them get up, come back around. They each have an ale in both hands. And they sit down and he's talking to them, and the next show is starting to line up. You see a band starting to set up on the stage.
Oh, I was hoping that dwarf was
dear.
Lucy's gonna try to steal it.
I was gonna run up on stage.
You can still try.
Oh, yeah, I'll go for it. I'm running.
You're getting up on stage.
While they're getting set up. Oh, I got you guys. I'll warm you up. What's your name?
They're looking really confused.
What's your band name?
The Copper Kettles.
Oh, guys, we have a great performance warming up of the Copper Kettles. Until then, I am Luciano. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying your time here at this fantastic establishment. This run here right here is I'm gonna send you I'm gonna play you the Ballad of the Dancing Llama. It's a little ditty I picked up back in Waterdeep. Let me know what you think, and I bring out my kazoo and I just start playing. Like, no warning,
At that
no.
point, you glance to your right because you catch some movement to the right on the stage, and you glance and you see the head of the fat man looking around, going, "What is happening now?"
Yeah, I didn't ask permission. I'm just going for it.
Yeah,
I see a stage, an opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Garlo's trying to start a Lucy chant from the thing, and he's passing drinks around to the other people.
That's right. Oh yeah, I like
where?
it. Good
From
energy.
Where are you getting these drinks?
From the bartender, because he was giving us a free drink each, so I'm putting like money on the table and I'm passing them to the guys at the bar. It's like Lucy.
Oh, guys, okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna it's called the Ballad of the Dancing Llama, but it's a very somber, like very.
Pause for just a moment.
I'm trying to hide
What
it,
are
man.
Rafe and Vale doing? Sim is at the bar, like doing this, just drinking.
I have found a table and I am sitting down to observe chaos.
Vale, what are you doing?
I'm not drinking my drink, and I'm watching who's watching me and us.
There are not too many eyes on you right now. There are a couple guys at the top of the balconies that are overlooking, that are obviously part of the security detail, who are just kind of keeping eyes out. They do not appear to get enthralled by the entertainment. They know their job.
Okay.
Professional to professional, you see what they're doing.
In that case, I'm going to fold another sheet of parchment into a little bird shape and animate that and have it whisper to it to go land on Lucci's shoulder and tell it to bob along with the kazoo.
This
Vale's
thing
my new favorite.
lands right on
Sorry,
your shoulder.
y'all trash. It's Vale and Garlo for life.
All right. Turgia, you see him do that, and you see him glance around the room to check it for security. What are you doing?
I go over by Cimarine. And I have a drink with her.
Mm-hmm.
So, what exactly happened last night?
I had beer. Boom. Gets another one. What's up? Here. Boom.
That's it? You had beer?
An ale. And Luciano, what are you doing?
I'm performing. I've started into the song.
All right, let's hear it.
And it's just going and going.
Oh, the crowd's actually liking it. I can hear
Hell
them.
yeah.
I need you to
And
make
that-
a performance.
I feed
check.
off of the energy. So I put my whole body. I'm dancing up on stage. I'm playing. I'm selling the whole act. Yeah.
And what's the name of this song one more time?
Is the Ballad of the Dancing Llama?
Who wrote it?
Me? What do you mean?
I'm just wondering if this is one of yours or if
Definitely.
this is a cover.
As far as you know.
Unoriginal.
Yeah.
Luciano Diddle.
Is there any lyrics to this song?
Oh no. No.
Okay.
It's all atmosphere.
It's all kazoo solo.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a
The
performance
Freebird
check.
equivalent. For a guitar
I do. There
solo.
are songs. Don't get me wrong. There are songs Lucy will sing, but this one it's not.
And
Please,
the performance
God,
check
Lucy.
is a hearty 16, a nice safe number. The crowd is polite. They're like, yeah, but dancing llama. Yeah, woo. A few people cheer
I-
here and there.
Burn my inspiration.
You certainly could try.
There we go. That's
Nice.
At 25. Oh, the crowd's going nuts. Crowd's going nuts, and the copper kettle guys are like, "How are we gonna follow that?" I mean, like, people start shouting and yelling. Absolutely no money's to be made. These people do not give away their money
Oh,
at all.
if I did this for money, I'd be a rich man.
But you see the fat man just kind of smile. Well done.
And I kind of like nod to him, like I give him like yeah.
And then the curtains close.
Don't forget, Copper Kettle's up next. Thank you all. And I kind of like back.
And the lead singer goes, I don't know. We're going to take a 5-minute
looking
break.
great.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. Crowd looks great, dude. You got this. And I.
Yeah. Garlo's doing the chant as like Lucy comes back to the bar. It's like, Lucy, it's fucking amazing.
Hey, guys, stop. Okay, I get it. I'm just here for a drink. Thank you. Okay.
So much for that inspiration. There we go. And with that, everyone is now back to, I think Rafe is the only one with inspiration left. And then D4 inspiration for Garlo and Rafe. So that's it. Okay. So with that in mind, you guys are done. You drink a little bit. You step back out. For the first time, you now have your next direction. They let you through the minibar. Dal Todden's there. Well, you must have made quite the impression. I am told not to blindfold you on your way out. Consider yourselves friends of the fat man. So, where to now?
Like any good afternoon after you've had a couple pints, I think we're going to the graveyard.
But
Hang out
what?
again.
Oh.
All right, very well. Well, it's only it's just before noon, so perfect timing to go to a place where dead people are once again.
Gosh.
All right.
Yep.
So you step out through the alley. You walk a few hundred feet, and then the world warps for a minute. I mean, it's not bad. It's like the world shimmers for a moment, and then it's not shimmering. And you're taking a step, but it feels like you just moved 100 feet per step, and then it shimmers back in. And you turn around and look back. There's another alleyway with some turns in it. You just
I turned to Rafe. Did we walk into a bag of holding?
Actually, that's a good question. Does this feel magical?
yes, it does indeed.
I wouldn't say a bag of holding, but there's definitely some let's call it space magic at play here?
Like in Daggerford.
Um,
Lucy's like very amazed, and I just kind of like want to keep touching where the shimmer was as everybody's walking away.
jump back and forth.
Yeah.
I turn to Rafe and the rest and say, not to be rude, Rankin, but are we going to need any more of Rankin's services for this afternoon?
I don't see why he has to stick around, other than that's probably his job.
I actually do have a job for you, Rankin, if I could impose upon you, if you don't have plans this afternoon.
Well, I'm always here for your every need. What can I do for you?
You've been around this city a long time.
Better part of the last year.
Is it possible for you to track someone down?
Well, sometimes that's easier said than done, depending on what you're looking for. What you looking for?
Looking for a woman, by the name of Cynthia. Cynthia Blackwell. Double check. Yeah, Cynthia Blackwell.
Lady Blackwell? Lady Cynthia Blackwell?
There's a lady, maybe. I look at the others. Maybe, unless there's another one. But who's that?
Well, she's the sole survivor of her family, the lady of Blackwell House.
She's the sole survivor. Sounds like the right one. Can't be another one.
Well, I mean, I don't know her. I've never seen her. I've only heard of her. She's in the Blue Lake District. The rest of her family, from what I understand, perished during the cataclysm after the Hotnow volcano went off. Or were killed either by the orc invaders of Many Arrows or the abominations that came out of what was the chasm.
None, just natural causes. Yikes.
Well, I'm sure there were a few here and there, but anyway, she just stays in Blackwell House with her servants. Takes a few guests here and there, old friends who come to visit, I guess.
Is it possible for you to approach the Blackwell House and set up a meeting for us?
I can certainly try. They're going to ask what the... do you have a message I could deliver, perhaps, that might better detail what you're trying to do?
If
you know, what your business with her might be?
Yeah. Darla would know, but Brandon has to have his notes. I turned to the others. His name, the fellow that we were supposed to deliver the message.
Oh,
talking about
Sim's
Retracious?
Retracious, that was it. Find that page in my notes. But yeah, say we are friends of Retracious, set to check on her.
Okay. Retracious, sent to check on it. Absolutely, I can deliver that message. Do you have a time and date you'd wish to call on her? And I'm sure her or her servants will suggest an alternate.
I think probably at her convenience, if she's a high and noble lady, probably at her earliest convenience would probably be proper.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I'm happy to deliver that. And you want me to link up with you over at the Never Death Graveyard, or do you want me to link up with you back at your villa?
Back at our villa should be fine, thank you.
As you wish.
I turned to Lucy. Is that what we call our house? It's a villa? I was trying to remember this morning, but I just kept saying it was a fucking house by the river.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what they're gonna do. I wouldn't
See
say
you at
that's
the
really a
villa.
villa.
And off he walks.
I just want to make it clear. Lucy was a little snobbish. She's like, I wouldn't call that a villa.
I say villa is the proper term for a house with a second story and grounds. I'm
It's
just making that up out of character. I say.
absolutely a villa. Like it's a nice place.
That's fine.
So, I gotta ask, what's the deal with the Waterclaw Guild? Like, did you guys steal?
Oh
from
yeah,
them,
new
or-
guy. You're very squinty.
We're just doing a little bit of reconnaissance. We've been hired by a third party to just do a bit of a look about. Have you been to the crypts around these parts?
No. I've been to a library in the city, but that was a couple years back.
Libraries are a lot like crypts.
Yep.
In what way?
They're both dead. Full of the dead. Sorry. Yeah,
I
nobody there
give
lively.
Luciano a sardonic look and say, "But you're far less likely to be attacked in the stacks."
Hold on,
Oh,
what
so-
the hell? Libraries have dead people in them?
No, they're boring.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. So much excitement.
Oh, I'm
in there.
sorry. I didn't mean to offend. They're boring.
Okay. Can we tone down the drums and just pull up the city sounds for a bit daytime? As you guys are heading down the street, is there anything else you want to say to each other on your way to the graves? Or the Never Death's
Oh,
grave?
yeah. While we're walking, I'm going to turn to Garlo and be like, "So, Garlo, what are we going to address? You scurrying back in same clothes this morning, or what's going on?"
I had a good night last night.
Yeah, you did.
Are you smiling like? Are you smiling like?
Yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, I got you. I'm so happy, Garlo. That's awesome. Is she,
yeah.
you gonna see her again?
I might. Her name's Emily. She's really nice. I mean, yeah, it was nice. It was she did. We were talking this morning, and she raised an interesting question. I guess I've never really given it any thought, but what is our end? Like when we finish this job, like, what are you after, Lucy? Like this whole like running around and everything.
I mean, well, personally, I'm in it for the adventure. I, as a up and coming musician, I need something to write about. I find it kind of difficult sometimes. So I figure get out of the city, explore a little bit. Hopefully, inspiration will strike. At least that's what I'm looking for. What about you?
I mean, it obviously did. That Dancing Llama song was amazing. You wrote that, right?
Luciano, now that he's not on stage, Barry's just like, yeah. Mhm.
It's great. There's the
Yeah,
whole-
I appreciate
the
it. Great
The
song.
whole crowd was loving it.
Yeah, people tend to like that song. Yeah, it's a popular one that I've played before. Yeah. But what do you? Did you decide? Did you talk to Emily? What are you looking at?
Oh, I don't think anything like that. But I mean, it's just like, yeah, it's just because like when we were playing last night in the casino, we won a ton of gold right off the bat. You were otherwise indisposed in the beginning there, but we picked a winning rat or a hamster in a race and won just a shite ton amount of gold.
That's amazing.
Matador
Well-
was the name of the hamster.
Yep. But
Did you get to keep the hamster?
No, I thought about maybe like buying him and putting him out to stud, but it didn't really happen. But no, then it was but then I lost a lot of it. I lost all of it. I can't lie.
Garlo.
But it was just I mean, that was a ton of money, and like it was just a lot, and I just realized I was doing this for the work, really, but I mean the money is just so good. It's
Yeah. More than I've seen in a while, I'll say that.
great, more than I've seen in most of my most of my gone damn life, I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was just
Gone
Curious.
damned
Yeah.
life.
Don't
Beautiful
be
statement.
don't be too down on yourself, Carlo. I mean, those places are built to take your money. You just played the game.
Switching from you two, what is Turja, Vale, and Rafe talking about?
I say heatedly to the others, he is not my boyfriend. Where did Luciano get this idea?
Turja, you really shouldn't fight that. The more you do, the more they're going to be convinced that it's
I mean,
a good idea.
we
to
saw
keep
you go
saying.
upstairs with him.
That was for. He needed to talk to me in private, and we didn't want anyone asking questions.
It's just business.
Right, talking in private.
Yes, talking. That's it. Why would you think anything else had gone on?
I don't know, maybe the fact that you just ran your fingers up his arm and you said all those things and placed your hand on his chest and then you walked up holding hands and then
That was
Next
because
thing
we
I know,
wanted
he's-
everyone else to think that, not because I want you to think that. It's not true.
Vale.
There's nothing going on between me, the book, and Turgeon.
Why did you bring the book into this?
Here's a
It
thing
would be
about
awkward not to, wouldn't it?
No, I feel like it would be the other way around.
Huh. Well, to each their own.
Like I said, Turja, the more that you deny this, the more that Luciano and Garlo are going to keep saying it. And clearly they don't care who they say it to because it gets a reaction out of you.
He seems like a nice guy.
And you would know this from your vast experience of intimate personal relationships, Rafe.
No, I would know this from growing up in what was functionally a hostile environment with a bunch of kids who were mean to each other all the time. This is positive teasing, not negative teasing. But
No such thing. I walk off.
Okay, she walks ahead. And you guys do manage to get to the front gate of the Never Death Graveyard. A couple
on our-
acolytes of Kellumbor
on our-
are standing.
on our way up there. Can we purchase flowers again?
You certainly can. There are flower people who actually set up shop at almost the front of every entrance to the Never Death Graveyard. So,
Perfect.
not wild, massive. Well, I mean, there are some wild, massive bouquets that they make, and then they can make stuff to orders, of course. But most of the stuff they have is, quick grab and go bouquets and stuff like that to leave at loved ones' areas. There are a couple sable moonflowers, which are not usual, but they are there. And there's quite a few tulips this time of year. The thing that's exciting about Neverwinter is that they can maintain flower gardens year-round, and they do. Even through the winter, their gardens are semi-magical in that they can continue to maintain them no matter what. So there are plenty of flowers to be had of a variety that surpasses what you would normally think you'd find in a city like this.
Can we just buy
Yeah.
just like 5 or 6 like modest bouquets, like
Oh,
for
sure.
leaving on gravestones?
Absolutely. You spend a total of like 1.5 silver, so one silver, 5 copper for enough of those, Make sure you knock
I'll give
that off
them-
your treasure.
I'll give them 2 silver and then to keep the
can't see.
change.
Very kind, sir.
I'll look to the others, say, as we kind of walk in, say, all right, we have 3 spots. We want to split up and check them out. Probably a little less suspicious if small groups of people go to places instead of one large group.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so which group's going to which thing?
I want a new guy.
Sure. To the crypt shed?
Luciano and Vale are going to the shed, okay.
I'll go to the main door.
The main door,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Sim's going
Rafe.
with you.
Okay.
All right, Rafe, that leaves us with near the entrance, is what he said.
yes. Sounded like it wouldn't be all that difficult now that we know where to look. But who knows?
Well, I mean, you can take a gander and see what if there's a button on it or something, or if it needs to be spun, maybe. But
So as you guys are going in, because you're all still going in kind of together, you'll split up after you get past the gate. You see something you noticed, but you didn't really notice before, is that there are shields on various different, like, there's stone walls on the right side, there's some stone walls on the left, but the one on the right goes for a much longer area. There's a point where it breaks, where there's some stairs going up that wanders away from everything in Neverdeath towards one of the sheds that you see in the distance. And then much further down is the actual Waterclock Guild, across some dirt roads or some paved roads and stuff like that to get to the actual crypt area. However, while you were there, one of the first things you notice on every one of those stone abutments that's kind of helps shore up and support each segment of the stone walls that are also there, there is a shield on them. And they have various different coats of arms. Some you do not recognize whatsoever. One of them you recognize as the coat of arms of Neverwinter Guard. Another couple of them you don't recognize. They're probably various different house shields or guild shields that you've never seen before. However, the last shield that you come to that catches your eye is definitely a shield of the Waterclock Guild. It has got the water symbol, a couple gears here and there, and of course the 12 points in a circle as well. It is mounted the same way as all the other shields there. Moving forward a few more feet, there is an open stairway that would continue on to the shed that you see in the distance. There are several sheds. This may not be the one. However, it is the shed that is nearest to the Waterclock Guild. Crypts. The Waterclock Guild crypts. So, whoever's staying at the near one, is that Garlo and Rafe?
Yes, I believe so.
You're going to stay there? Okay. Luciano and Vale, you step up the stairway to go explore a little bit further. Turja, you break off and start heading toward the Waterclock Guild crypts. Turja and Sim, one of the first things you guys notice is that the crypts are massive in size and scope and scale, and there's a work crew working on the side that's to the south, that's to the side of the Waterclock Guilds, that's open to some other things, some other activities. There is a work crew there that may now number over 100 different people digging out what could be foundations for an expansion for the Waterclock Guild. You're not entirely sure. You're not an engineer, and neither is Sim. Luciano and Vale, you continue on. You go past a whole bunch of different, grave markers in the ground. The shed actually looks like a giant mausoleum. It has a number of different points, but there appears to be 12 shields on this particular mausoleum, and the one at the midnight point, or the 12 o'clock point, if there was such a place, appears to be the shield of the Waterclock Guild itself.
So, are we supposed to steal this, or are we just eyeballing it for now? You want me to rip it off the wall?
I think I can. No. You're more than welcome to try, friend.
Turja, you make your way up several different flights of steps and landings that lead up to the very height of where the main double-doored entrance, and by double-doored, I mean massive metal double doors that have to be a foot thick or more. And to the left and the right, there are shields. One is the shield of the Kingdom of Neverwinter. The other is the shield of the Waterclock Guild on the right.
I lean in and whisper to Sim. It must be the Water Clock Guild shield.
Yeah.
I
So-
look around for any sort of clue about what you might have to unlock on the other side when you go through the portals.
You wouldn't know because that's inside a portal.
Okay. I was hoping
Yeah.
there might be some sort of clue on this side.
Nah.
It's worth looking.
Until you look through the portal, you're going to have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can see the shield is there for sure. Now, are any of you going to mess with the shields? Do anything with the shields? Butts with the shields? It's daylight.
I'm waiting for Vale to do it because I'm like, I'm not turning my back to you.
I was gonna, for Rafe and Garlos, I was gonna kind of put my head just on a swivel. I'm gonna kneel. Is there a gravestone nearby?
No, you're on a main walkway area. The gravestones are literally like up this. There's like the wall that you're looking at with these shields actually is a retaining wall that holds soil. Like if you went on the other side of that wall, the soil would be level with the top of that wall. And there is a whole series of, hundreds, if not thousands of feet of just graves and mausoleums and larger markers for particularly important or powerful people and a few other things too. And then there's other major crypts, like big buildings like the Water Clock Guild crypt too, in various other parts. But this is an open area. There's a lot of very old trees. Like whatever trees were here when this place got started got to stay here. That may not necessarily be the case in a lot of other parts of Neverwinter.
Garlo, your bootstrap's loose, and then I'm going to take a
Time
position
together.
over Garlo, so that no one steps on the gnome while he's taking care of his bootstrap and looking around.
Yeah, and I'd like to examine the shield. Does it look like? Because I'm gnomish tinkering. I've got an idea a little bit about like certain mechanisms. So this shield, does it look like, if I put my hand on it, does it kind of look like it turns maybe? Like, or does it like have a pressure on it at all? So I just try to investigate the shield.
Are you going to push on it?
Yeah, I'll examine it. So like I'll try to like turn my hand on it or try to push it in, push it out.
It doesn't pull. But when you push on it, the whole stone kind of goes ka-tunk. And then you pull and it goes ka-tunk. And it comes out like 6 inches.
Interesting. Can I push it back into the lock, or can I push it again so it goes back to being flush?
You can try.
That's kind of what I'm
Go ahead
doing. I'm
and give
like,
it a
okay,
shove.
so this
Ka-tunk.
does,
And it goes back
does
into place
something.
as if nothing happened. However, you get the feeling there's more to it than that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, 100%. But Garlo's just like, all right, so that's how this one works.
Fail.
I get a little piece of paper out and sketch like a little scavenger hunt list, and number one on the list is a shield from the Water Guild here. And then I get a crowbar out of my bag and start eyeballing the shield.
Mm-hmm.
I'll push around it a little bit, and if that doesn't work, then I will try to give it the old crowbar off the wall.
So you go to pull, nothing happens. You go to push, ka-tunk, goes in.
It had to be one of the two.
And then it comes back out about 6 inches.
Okay. How far is the other shield to either side? You said there was 12 on the
They are
building?
not Water Clock Guild shields.
Ah.
The other shields are various different other houses that you don't recognize. The 6 o'clock shield apparently is the Neverwinter Kingdom shield.
Okay.
The shield of Neverwinter, if you were. An eye with teardrops on it.
Hey,
but-
Lucci, is there a door that maybe opened up when we pushed this in?
Last I remember, there was a big door that none of us knew how to open. Could be that one.
Could be.
And you go to turn the shield. And the shield actually turns out of the way.
Or
It it rotates. It doesn't come out at you because it came back out 6 inches, and then the shield pops out of place. And behind that shield, you see a number of gears and mechanisms, but they are not moving. And a funnel.
Oh no.
I think we got to get it drunk.
Yeah. I take my flask out. All right, gotcha.
What's in the flask?
Ale.
Okay.
Ale in a flask? You monster.
Yeah. Lucy's cheap.
Well, actually, I'm going to get down close, get my nose in there, and give it a good sniff. See what the funnel smells like.
It smells like ozone. And with that, you make a perception check right now for me. Well,
I'll help.
it's too late. Yeah, you should be. Make it with advantage because Luciano's there. Yeah, I'll give you that. It was a 7 is what you originally rolled. An 18 is much better.
Yeah.
You're in there sniffing, and Luciano spots 3 of the workers heading toward the shed, and they're going to see you if they get too much closer.
Hold on. And I'll quickly turn because I saw them when we came in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly disguise myself using my amazing hat as one of the workers.
Which worker?
What are the gravekeeper like? I would assume just whoever's doing maintenance, whoever is the.
Okay. So these
normally
2 guys
upkeep,
coming up, you
yeah.
try to look like them.
Yeah, so I just kind of go up to them. Hey, took care of it down here.
Mind
I
you,
heard that
there's your friend is standing in front of a very large shield that is now out of the way with gears in there, and he's jamming his
Yeah.
face in there. So if they get close enough, they're going to see that. And by close enough, the minute you walk up to them, they're already too close.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna tell. Close if I get up to him. Okay.
You got 6 seconds.
I'm just gonna. Okay, got it. Charm person. Boom.
Can you
We're
charm
getting
2
out of the
people or 1?
I can charm as many people as I have spell slots, which is a lot. 3.
Okay, so you disguise yourself to look like a worker. And
Yep.
you're casting charm person. I'll give you
yes.
that.
So I will do it at a 2nd level.
Okay. All right. And what do they need to? What's the spell DC?
15
15.
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Game against wisdom. Okay. Hi, what are you doing over there?
Hey, we're checking out there. Somebody must have gotten in here. Something's messed up back there. He's trying to get it lined back up. But
he don't-
actually,
I mean, I know you. I don't know you, but you work here.
no, we had to call in a specialist. This is nothing I've seen before. So he's just
a
fixing it.
specialist.
Yeah. The family in the area, they wanted to make sure that the crypt was taken care of nice. So they you know how the bigwigs are. They're always hiring their own people. Ridiculous.
So I mutter under my breath, Fabuloso, and I have the shield changed to the to mimic the clockwork design of the shield.
Your
It's
shield.
got the same symbol, yeah,
Mhm.
and on the armor as well.
All right.
So yeah, I'm just with him while he's doing this. But I did hear that they actually do need extra hands down the other end of the graveyard at the north end. There's another crypt. I heard somebody got in. There was some kind of vandalism, and they're trying to.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that going on here.
Yeah. So if you want to go over that way, I'm just standing with him until he finishes up, and then I'm taking him out of here.
We got to put the tools inside. So
Oh,
we're
I
gonna
got you,
put
I got
these
you.
tools away. We'll be on our way.
Here,
Then.
I'll take it for you.
Yeah.
Hey, no worries.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you got
it. Hey, keep an eye out. There has been a lot of vandalism in the last 3 days, especially.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't know why. These people aren't rich, and the whole paupers area was raided. Somebody went through it like it was a freaking dug it all up.
Really?
Creepy as can be. And then the other, 20 or 30 over on this end. Yeah.
That's okay. Well, I didn't know it was that pervasive, actually. My first day back in a while, so
Yeah.
sounds like we're gonna have a lot of work to do tonight.
Yeah, well, storm's coming. So
Maybe it'll wait
might
till
want to
tomorrow.
hurry up.
Come on, drip drop. We're on the clock.
And look at this guy. All right, I'm gonna take these back. You guys, I'll catch you guys later. All right.
All right, thanks. Hey, you were gonna be all over at the what's it called? What's it called? Can't find the name of it. Oh yeah, Off the Record. We're gonna be at the Off the Record later.
Oh, we're off the record. Okay.
Yeah, the Off the Record.
Alright.
Yeah, come on over for a drink. We'll tell some stories. You
Heck
must be
yeah.
new here.
Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll definitely we'll grab a drink after work. I'll need one
right,
after all this
sounds
work.
good. See you after 6, huh?
All right.
And they walk off.
I
Leaving
turn,
the
yeah, and
tools with you.
I turn around to Vale and I just kind of am like, wrap it up. Let's go.
Hey, do we want to do anything with this or no?
I guess we could try. Did you see anything in the mechanism that I missed? I wish Garlo was here. He's the.
Smells like lightning.
And with that, we transfer over to Turja and Sim. Sim has no idea what any of this does. He's looking at you.
I examine the shield to see if there's any way to, if there's anything interesting about it. Can it be moved? Is it going to be like pushed in? Is there like symbols on it?
All the people here, you're the one who clicks it in the fastest. Like click, pop, and then you work it to see what. Oh, and then you see the gears in place and a funnel.
A funnel like a portal?
No, a funnel like a funnel. Like something you would pour a liquid into to put it into a bottle somewhere. But the funnel is connected to something else that you cannot see. It's attached. It's not coming out.
I look at Sim, and is anyone coming? Is anyone able to see us anytime soon?
I mean, anybody walking along the major thoroughfare might be able to see you if they look really closely, but nobody's coming up the steps right now.
I look at Sim and I say, take a rope out of my pack, and I say, can you hold on to the other end of this? I'm willing to look into the funnel, see what's
The
in
funnel's
there.
this big. It's a tiny copper funnel.
Oh, it's not big enough to like climb into. It's not.
No,
human
it's
size?
a funnel like what you would pour water into to like fill up a bottle or something like that.
Oh. Hmm.
What am I doing with the rope?
Nothing. Never mind. I take a flask of water out of my pouch and I pour it down the funnel just out of curiosity.
Okay. You pour water down the funnel,
Yeah.
and for a brief moment, nothing. You hear the sound of glug, 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 glug. And then you see water begin to spin and spin and spin in the funnel. It comes back out and spins. And then it sucks it all in into the funnel. And then the gears begin to turn. And water begins to spin around with the gears themselves. And then it stops.
I stick a hand in.
Nothing happens. However, just as your hand gets in there and you're swirling around and nothing happens because it's dry. None of that water stayed in that funnel. You hear kunk, 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 and the shield begins to go back into place. You pull your hand out with plenty of time, and it goes kunk, 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 and pops back into place on the wall.
I look at Simrine and I say, I'm not sure how to use this.
How'd you know to put the water in there?
I didn't. It was just a test.
I mean, it is the Water Clock Guild, I guess.
The Water Clock Guild. That's right. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Back to Vale and Luciano. You're muted. Luciano.
I say, did you say lightning? You know what lightning smells like?
Yeah, I mean, it gets pretty crazy in the archives sometimes, you know?
I might need to rethink libraries.
A lot of time in your hands, let me tell you. So, thoughts for the funnel there?
I see funnel, I pour booze, but I doubt that's the answer to this puzzle. So, it's water clock. We could try water, you know?
Sure.
My head. I pull a water skin, I'm like, and I sniff it just to make sure. I'm like, yeah, it's water.
All right.
And I'll pour it in.
Down the hatch.
And a similar activity occurs. Nothing at first, then suddenly the water swoosh back up the funnel, swirls around in a circle very, very quickly, and shunk, shoots down, and then you. One by one, the gears begin to spin faster and faster, and then they swirl with water. They came from somewhere, around and around and around, and they spin faster and faster and faster and faster, and then suddenly everything stops. The water drops down.
Maybe it didn't.
The shield goes into place.
Hmm.
Switching back to Garlo and Rafe. You put the shield back into place. No one's the wiser. Life
Yeah,
is
Garlo is fairly confident. It's like, all right, I understand. It's a push release. It's simple. It's clever, but you wouldn't know to push it. But I think we've got it figured out. I've got a question though for you. We can just head back to. We got to put these flowers on some graves, but then we can wait for the others. But I've got a question for you. How was your supper last night?
Well, despite the elven monstrosity's appearance, cutting it a little bit short, it was good. Food was excellent. The wine was better. The company was quite fine.
Just the wine was the only thing that was good?
No. It was all good. The wine was excellent, though.
Sure. There wasn't anything that stuck out in particular? Any sort of something?
No. Well, again, I mean, other than, and I know Vale said it's an elven monstrosity, but it really did look like a demon to me. Did it look like a demon to you?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I've never met a demon, except for that buzzard that we saw along the road a long time back that was, trying to offer deals, but that looked more like a bird.
Right, yeah, sorry. I forget that not everyone has an education in the underworld. So, definitely a more powerful demon than that bird imp. I think it was an imp.
Sure. I mean, it might have been. I just don't really know. There was nothing that stuck out at all last night before that happened at all.
Well, I did see you win a whole lot of money, and then I watched you lose a whole lot of money.
I think that's... Yeah, that happened, of course.
Well, did you at least have fun? I mean, winning and losing the money. I assume you had fun later.
We did have a little bit of fun later, but nah, I mean, it sucked losing. That halfling definitely cheated. Fucking casino's rigged.
I'll let you in on a secret. If you can't figure out how a halfling is cheating you, he's definitely cheating you.
Makes total sense. I believe it. That bastard was too damn lucky. And, just out of character, because Garlo saw Sim and Rafe go eat dinner. Mm-hmm. That's totally fine. Garlo's totally pressing to see, how your reaction was to the drink, because he didn't get to see you guys drink it. He only got to see Lucy wrench on that licorice drink.
Yeah. And Rafe is completely oblivious to the fact that Garlo is trying to figure out how they took the drink. He's probably going to have to ask Sam.
And almost as one, all of you feel that feeling once again, that static at the back of your head, as if something just crackled with energy.
All 6 of us?
All of you in different places at the same time.
Garlo's spinning, like, around, like, fully ready to fight. The fuck was that?
You see other people walking by that kind of just pause for a minute and stop. And they're all looking around too. It's not like they're lost or anything, it's just they felt this weirdness too. A couple, 2 or 3 of them just decide, I don't think I want to stay in the graveyard anymore. And they turn around and leave. At that point, the gray clouds get a little darker. Nothing sinister per se, but it does look like rain is coming soon.
Maybe it's time to get the others and get the fuck out of here.
Probably a good idea. I'm not sure what that was, but it felt powerful.
Ominous.
The distant
fucking awful.
sound of thunder cracks. And you are left hearing the church bells ring in the next hour. And one by one, Turgia links up with you guys almost at the stairway, just as Luciano and Vale come down, and you guys link up at the shield where Garlo and Rafe are.
Nice. Something doesn't feel right.
It's like what we felt in the sewers.
You guys fucking felt that too?
I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
I thought it was just... holy shit. Alright, let's just leave and should we head back to the house?
I'm down to get out of spooky graveyard in a storm. Yes, please.
Yes, and we also need to figure out how to acquire whatever supplies we need for this as well.
And we need the other information held by that Gladio person.
Ooh, yeah.
Do you all fancy a drink?
Not at the
Yes.
Moonstone Mask.
No, I was thinking that one bar.
Oh,
has
actually,
all the people.
I got invited to one actually. Yeah, me and Bela, being the people we are, we actually got invited to Off the Record.
Oh, okay. That was the one that Turgia, you were at when you made contacts with that one person, right?
Don't get jealous, Vale.
I just wondered if anyone would know anything about someone like Gladio. Maybe they would. Someone might be willing to say
Possible.
something.
But at this off the record place, it seems likely that someone would be willing to say something, or at least able to say something. I don't know about willing.
Just as you get through the gates, a light rain begins to fall.
Pull up my hood.
Yeah, I've got a cloak of many fashions, so I just have one that it looks like the yellow slicker.
Okay. And where are you heading? Because you mentioned another bar, not the Off the Record, but there was another bar, wasn't there?
What's the other name? Off the Record, and that one's next to the mayor's office.
Was there another one in particular that you remember from your notes? I'm not saying that there's a lead or a rail there. I just want to know which ones you want to head to, because I did give you several.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think
Besides the Moonstone
record,
Mask.
Yeah.
Joke's on you for thinking I have notes.
Yeah.
I think the Off the
I have
Record
them
was
now.
the one that is the one that Garlo knows had, because that's where him and Lucy went to the mayor's office and just
Off
spent
the
their
Record
whole
was across
time.
the street.
Yeah, and so that was the one we knew all the bureaucrats went to. So that's the one that if anyone's got records on anything, it makes sense to Garlo. But I mean, we can go back to the Moonstone Mask. I'm happy to see Emily if she's off the clock soon. I mean, what?
Not really looking to go back there right now. As much as the attention was nice, Could do without
No.
it.
A bunch of the people that work in the graveyard go to the off the record. Might be able
Yeah,
to get some
yeah.
information there.
They were mentioning that a lot of things have been amiss in the graveyard. A lot of vandalism.
Even the
recent-
paupers' graves.
Yeah.
Vandalism?
Yeah, we can go ask him.
As we make our way out, the exit goes through the paupers' graves, right? Do we?
No, the
can
exit
we-
goes north, right by the Kellenborg Temple.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to go deeper into the Never Death graveyards to get to the Paupers area, which is the complete opposite side on the north
sorry.
corner.
Yep. I forgot which way we came in, but
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's. I mean, we would actually have to cross that way to get to off the record, wouldn't we? So we could.
Are you going to go
Walk
deeper into
through.
the... You guys said you left the graveyard, so I was assuming
Sure.
you took the short route that was literally right by you, as
Okay,
opposed to
yep.
walking deeper through. Because you guys were saying, let's get the heck out of here.
Fair.
So it's not that big a deal. I mean, you're walking through the Protector's Enclave area. It's not terribly hard. I mean, there's some nice houses. It's a nice little walk. You do find some moments where you can walk under some awnings to stay somewhat drier than you would otherwise as the rain begins to fall. And you make your way into, eventually, through a number of turns, off the record. Off the record is unusually busy for just in the afternoon, probably because it's raining. It happens to also be a bar for bureaucrats, attorneys, and of course local city workers. In one corner, there's the more downtrodden blue-collar types, and on the other side, of course, nearer to the bars, the white-collar attorney, barrister types and their charges. If you're going to see the grave workers, they're going to be further south in the building, and north in the building is going to be the white-collar barrister types and accountants and some of the cleaner-cut folk. Their pay probably isn't, outside of the barristers themselves and a few others, their pay probably isn't that much different. Just the type of work they do.
Divide and conquer.
I'm down. I quickly take my hood off and slick my hair back. All right.
Okay. Stepping in, the smoky smells of pipeweed fill the air. The warmth of the fireplaces take the edge off of some of the wetness. It's not cold out per se, but it is cooler with the rain falling.
I
It
am
gives a
going
nice
to
dryness to
lean-
the air.
Lean over towards Garlo as we enter and say, what was the name of the gentleman we're looking for again?
His name is on the back page of this one. Delgadio is what they called him.
All right. He sounds like a man of influence. We should probably start with, and I'm going to look around, and anyone who looks like they're actually well off, I'll nod my head towards them.
And there's 5 or 6.
Yeah.
3 of them at the bar. 2 in conversation and 1 in conversation with what looks to be a client.
Let's not bother the one who's working. Maybe the ones at the bar?
Sure. I think perhaps you and maybe Terja might be better suited to that. I think I might have better luck talking with some more blue-collar folk.
All right. Sounds good.
Garlo will head to the working man side.
Okay, I look at Luciano and I say, I don't suppose you could help us out again? I sort of twiddle my fingers to indicate magic.
And Luciano just looks very. I like started putting gold out.
No, not money. I was thinking maybe you could suggest.
yeah,
you tell us
yeah.
what we want
Yep.
to know.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I was planning on doing that anyway.
Okay.
Bale, you want to hang with me?
Sure. A moment before I step inside, I say fabuloso again and change my armor to appear as black robes like a professional mourner. Somebody who would say prayers at the graves.
Okay. It is done. And you step in, wet, but not completely soaked. Rafe is heading toward the north side of the bar. Garlo's heading toward the south. Turgeon, Luciano, and Vale and Sim are standing together, making their next decisions.
Oh yeah, I'm dressed as common man still. So I'm gonna go with the common folk. See if I can identify any of the people that I met at the.
Oh yeah, to the two guys you were with, that you met up with, they're there.
Oh yeah.
Now you
Oi!
charmed them, right?
Yeah.
It's an hour later.
Yeah. Yeah. Oi! I don't know.
Hey, come here, you.
What's going on? What's up, mate?
The second one grabs you, pulls you in real close.
Whoa, getting a little
I know
familiar.
what you did.
Oi, 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 mate,
Hey.
mate,
What do you
mate.
mean? I put your
Your
tools.
companion here enchanted me a little bit.
Now, I can't speak for what may have happened, but I know that a lot of ales can be cured with ales, and nothing in this world that ain't cured by a bit of gold. And Garlo holds up about like 4 or 5 gold pieces in his knuckles.
Those tools had better got in that shed.
I look at Lucy.
Yeah, no, they definitely got in there, boys. Trust and believe.
Make a persuasion check, Arla. With advantage because of all the gold you're throwing out.
17 and... Yeah, we'll go with the 17.
Well, he smooths out your collar. I see you're men who know how to smooth over a misunderstanding.
Of course.
You
Actually,
better
we
not be doing that ever again.
Not unless you ask me nicely.
I'll never ask you nicely for that.
Noted.
Let's get those rounds of ales and
Yes.
be sure and tip.
Always,
They hold out
generously,
their
especially to friends and folks who might be willing to elaborate on some things you mentioned to my friend here. And I put 3 gold in each hand to start with, and then
Well.
definitely get that ale going.
Ask away, and we'll elaborate on what we can, good sir. They put that in their pouches each, and they're just like kind of looking at each other like, what the hell's going on here?
Of course. Were you the ones mentioning to my friend something about vandalism going on in the graveyard?
Grave robbing,
Grave
for
robbing?
sure.
Really?
Tired graves dug up. Stealing the bodies and all.
The whole body.
And anything they were buried with.
No sights of anybody in or out.
No, I mean, we have guards who walk the area, but we don't know when it happened. I mean, like, nobody saw anything. And we can't be everywhere at once either, but, you know.
Yeah,
we
I
come
know,
in
you
the
guys
next
have the hardest
morning, we happen
jobs.
to walk the grounds to do some other stuff, and then we discover it.
This has taken place over a period of time, or was this all at once?
Well, we just noticed it happening, you know, about 4 or 5 days ago. We saw some, and then we find some more a few days later, and we don't know exactly how long they were dug up. We just know they were dug up, and then not that long ago, you know, something churned up the old paupers area from the old bad old days. And, well,
Is this
bad omen. Priests of Kellenvor are beside themselves.
Garlo's a little bit paler.
Yeah, missing bodies is Whew. Okay,
Is
that's
it-
a lot more than I expected.
is this happening at night? Like overnight?
Well, to be honest, we don't know. I mean, I would assume so. I mean, we think we would notice if people were digging up graves en masse, you know? But it's just... But there's no tools. There's nothing missing. Just the
Uh,
graves themselves.
I'm going to ask you a curious question. I'd like you to just brush past the curiousness of it and just answer me to the best of your ability. It definitely looks like these were dug from the outside in, yeah?
I never thought of that before. Did you?
What?
No. I never thought of that before. I
How else
mean-
would somebody dig a grave, Garlo?
It looked like it was dug up and then filled back in. And when we went to go dig it out, to see what had happened, there was nothing in there. It's just loose soil at that point, but I mean, I guess it was dug out and filled back in, but like I said, no one's ever seen nothing. But whatever's going on, priests of Kellenvor are going ballistic over there.
Are
Like
they?
crossbolts into stone. They're banging their heads against everything.
Huh.
Trying to figure out what's going on, and they say bad feelings and negative energies coming from somewhere. Never.
The priests don't have any idea where that could be originating from.
No. I mean, I've been there when there's been bad feelings. But
How are we doing on that ale?
Yeah.
He yells.
yeah, how are we doing on an ale?
Oh,
And at that
Just
point, we transfer over to Rafe. What are you doing?
I am going to approach the two white collar workers at the bar, as they don't seem to be
Three.
discussing. Three. Okay. Well, yes, the ones that don't appear to be discussing business.
They're talking about what's going to happen at the Neverwinter Games that are coming up in the arena.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. How are you dressed, by the way?
I am wearing the simple vestments of my order.
Evening, Padre.
You gentlemen seem to be well informed. I'm hoping you can help me find someone.
Oh, sure. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a man named Delgadio.
What's he do?
I am told that he is some sort of functionary, maybe even a guildsman.
Guildsman for what guild?
Well, the rumors say that he may be a member of your city's water clock guild.
I think you mean Delgadio. That's a nickname. That's not really his name. You're thinking Tempest Chablon. He got that nickname after his daughter ran off and took that moniker and pissed him off a lot. But yeah.
So, Mr. Sharon does live in the city. That's correct.
Chablon.
Shablon.
Yeah, Mr. Chablon. He lives just south of here. He lives above his shop, Chablon and daughter.
Ah, okay. Keeps normal shop hours then?
Yeah, he should be closed about now.
All right. Well, at least I know where to find him on the morrow. Can I go ahead and purchase the next round of drinks for you?
Be our guest. Are you trying to buy water clocks?
I have a client who has hired me to negotiate a deal for a water clock, a specific one.
Okay. Well, I mean, Gond and the Water Clock Guild have done business before in the past. There's some kind of intertwining relationship there. But I'm surprised you're not going to Whitewood's water clocks. Fine goods he makes. He does volume business.
Mr. Whitewood is, of course, a guild member. That's correct.
Absolutely.
But does he have the ability to reach into the guild's vault? Because I'm told that the water clock in question is in the vaults.
Well, I don't know who that would be. I mean, that if they're in the vaults, I mean, each Water Clock guild member has their own vault.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, for things, I'm sure, their own money and stuff. But I mean, like, is this a large vault? Or are you talking like the guild vaults?
Yes, the guild vaults.
Well, I mean, you could ask around. They don't really kind of mention who is in charge over there. It's one of their dirty secrets, if you will.
Yeah, I'm beginning to understand that. I took this job thinking it would be relatively straightforward. I was foolish.
Very much so. Well, thanks for the drinks.
Yep, and I'll just put that probably 5 silver down.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Cheers to you. Please go.
Have a good evening, gentlemen.
And at that, we're going to take a break. We're going to break here, actually, not take a break. We're going to break here. And when we come back next week, we'll see what happens next on Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction. So let's get over to those final announcements for the end of the show, and then we will kick it for the night, if you will.
Everybody, don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel. So remember that subscribing is free, and once you have, you won't miss any of the action, and you will also get access to additional content. Remember that your likes and positive comments in the videos help other adventurers find out about the show, so go like and subscribe as soon as you can. Brendan?
Unmute myself. Yeah. So, if you liked our stuff here tonight, be sure to check out the other shows we have here at the Games Tavern. Q Crawl. Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we have First Knights. That is our Star Wars game. The Jedis head for Duro, making a pit stop at Corellia on their way to get some upgrades done on their new ship, and take a slight detour to see some Sand Panther kittens. Once back on track, they take a tour of Duro, the Duro Yard, and identify a man probably responsible for bugging their ship, the local Aratech Yard manager. Why is that name familiar? And on Wednesdays, you can explore the world of Eberron with Dirty Deeds, and that's at 7 p.m. Eastern. The crew is camped out outside of the dead gray mist, pending their adventure back into the Mournlands. The shadow of a figure can be seen approaching from within the mist, and it's calling their names.
And don't forget Sunday.
Sunday.
We will be not on the Games Tavern, but at GaryCon Live on Twitch. The cast and crew of Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction will be giving Death in Freeport, thanks Green Ronin Publishing, for GaryCon Live on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific. Be there. Okay. Yar. Rob?
Huge thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring this show. We cannot say enough good things about it. It makes playing the game so easy, so straightforward that you can focus on telling great stories and having fun with your friends. Check out the link in chat. You can see for yourself. Use the code TGTShard20 and get 20% off on your DM, Pro, and other subscriptions.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Be sure and hit that follow button. It helps us, the cast and the crew. And we'll see you guys next week on Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction here on the Games Tavern.